What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, everything is good, bro. It's a great day today. Back in the building, back in the saddle with my dog. I feel like I just seen you. I feel like I see you like a lot. It's a good thing, though. I feel like I see you a lot,
At least 3 times a week.
At least, yeah. It's a good thing. It's a good thing we got, you know? Glad that we actually, vibe out. Otherwise, it'd be really awkward. Thinking of this, our 608th episode. I don't know why that number is just seems like a lot today. We really been doing this for a while, bro. Shout out, man. But
yeah, it does seem like a lot more than 600.
I swear,
we were just talking about 600 a couple weeks ago.
Like,
608, you're right.
We're 608, like, God, dog.
Man.
Like, how do we get here? That we already.
I was talking to someone sometime, and they were bringing up different ages and how certain numbers seem older than others, and versus other ones seem younger than others.
Yeah.
Even if the number is technically greater than another number. So I for instance, let's just say 31.
Mm-hmm.
You just throw that number out there. Does that seem young to you? Does that seem like a young number?
I mean,
like 29 seems old.
29 is old. 31 is younger. Because 29, you're on the cusp of 30.
So that was the whole conversation.
That's real.
It doesn't make logical
bro,
sense.
You're almost 30, bro.
Yeah, it's like 31. Okay, you just started your 30s. You got a long way to go.
If you're
40.
39, it's like, oh my God, you're about to turn 40. When you hit 41, it's like, oh, you ain't even close to 50 yet, bro. You got a whole nother while yet. You young. You daggone right. You might be onto something, Deke.
That wasn't my theory.
You low key, that might be onto something, man.
It wasn't my theory, but it was a fun conversation.
Because ever since I hit 36, I ain't gonna lie.
We just kept throwing out numbers, and then you could just give a knee-jerk reaction. Young, old.
Honestly, as I sit here with 36, I'm like, yo, I feel like I'm getting in the older category. Like, I've used that word a little bit more because it's because I'm on the back. If I was at 34 or 33, I think it's different. Or even at 35. But I think because it's like, oh, you've crossed over the midway
36
point.
Sounds old.
Yeah, bro.
35 seems...
35 is old.
It is technically younger. It's one less than 36, but it feels like a lot younger than 36.
Yeah, bro. I'm just like, ooh.
But I think 38's young.
38 is young. 39 is
38's like a young
38
number.
is 38 is young. 39 is
so
old.
You got 2 more years to get back into the young range.
When I get to that 37, 38, you be like, hold on, bro, you all right? Yeah, you good. Then I got to look for 51. It's like that, bro. It's happening fast. Deke, I'm about to have a whole 18-year-old next week, bro. I think I'm freaking out, man. All right, I ain't gonna lie to you. We up here, all right? I'm freaking out, bro. I'm about to have a whole 18-year-old. I don't even feel like I'm old enough to have an 18-year-old yet, bro. This is craziness. Deke, 18 whole years, man. Holy smokes, bro. Holy smokes. All right, I'm back. I just had to get it off my chest for a second, bro.
Do you want to vent or something?
Nah, man, that was me venting right there. That's about the full extent of the venting I got, man. All right? Yeah, I need more therapy dollars. You know how that go. But yeah, other than that though, man, we got another good show prepared, man. Gonna have a guest at 4:30 p.m. Some of y'all might know him, Joey Porter Jr. Call him JPJ. Looking forward to that. Another great and victorious and prosperous week of my picks, washing Deke's picks per usual.
You might be right on that one.
Low key, I feel it. I haven't looked all the way, but I feel it. It just feels
you
like.
You check the record.
Well, Jaren, shout out to Jaren, Pittsburgh Steelers for life. He sent the update already. I have it queued. I just haven't clicked to put, because I wait.
Oh, so you want the live reaction?
Yeah. I wait till we about to do the show. Then I'm like, all right, let's get it in a moment. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We gotta react to that. But I feel like I watched you, bro. But I feel like that every week. But I felt like this. Oh no, just felt right, man. I'm undefeated again.
Yeah, I think you got me by a couple games. That would be my guess.
Okay.
But I thought that in week 2, and we tied.
Absolutely. So we're going to see.
There might be a couple backdoor covers that I got.
We'll see. And I know that happens a lot. I don't like that. But it happens. I feel like that always works in your favor, too. I don't feel like I get any other backdoor. I don't like how that sounds. Yeah, I don't get lucky with the covers. Yeah, that sounds better. I like that better.
I don't know. You probably did last season. Way more than you deserve. And
I beat you
just
last season, too. I beat you every year.
Definitely not last season.
Come on, bro. I beat you last year, too, bro. I beat you all these years.
No, I got you on the odd years. I got you on year 1 and year 3.
Odd years? That's crazy,
You got
man.
the even year. You got
that
year
is
2.
Crazy. I don't know how you come up with that,
which gives me a record of 2-1 in the picks.
I don't know how that works. I feel like it's definitely 3-0. Yeah, I feel like I haven't lost yet, man. Like, you'll have a moment or two. Like, you have, a week or two where you're, going. But, yeah, the cumulative effect is, just not even close, man. Yeah, I think, It's about right. I feel like I'm on 80% of the time. Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, man. Men lie, women lie, the numbers don't, man.
I was going to say, the numbers
don't lie, man.
The numbers aren't lying here. I'm up 2-1, so I don't know where
I
you're getting. You win 80% of the time.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. 80% of the time, I got it right 100%, bro. Yeah.
Stats do lie in some cases. Numbers and stats do lie in some cases, but I think it's almost impossible.
Are you sure?
A pick'em game, yeah.
I don't know, man.
Pretty straightforward.
I don't know, man. I got to look into that a little bit more, man. Just, it just felt like I was winning. Like
almost like baseball. Baseball might be the most straightforward stat sport.
Low key, yes. It's like no gray area with that. Like
your batting average. That's your batting average.
You're either hitting the ball or you're not hitting the ball. You're either getting on base or you're not getting on base.
Yeah, you're on base. This percentage.
Yeah.
You get this many runs in.
You either catch that ball or you drop the ball. Yeah. Because there's no contact. That's why. We got too much contact. It makes our sports and our stats a little altered at times, I think.
Well, I think, too, each play, you got one player, but then you got 10 other teammates, and they got to pick up
a lot of influence and impact.
Yeah, whereas in baseball, you just got the pitcher and you're the hitter.
Yeah.
And I guess you can have a nice hit that gets robbed, but I feel like what goes around comes around.
I would agree. Yeah. Whereas in football, you can win your one-on-one, but if this guy gets washed, it doesn't even matter what you did, man. Ball never got off. Or the other side, the ball got off, and it didn't matter that you was in, great position.
So like I think
it's like that. But either
it's
way,
very
I still
similar
watched
to
you,
these
bro.
pick'ems.
But either way, I still watched you. I mean, I love the
very
analogy.
straightforward.
I feel like
you either
won
the
was
game
like
or you
perfect.
lost the game.
No. I feel like that was perfect in my favor. Like I watched you, bro. Yeah. And I think the stats, when we go back and look at it, I think the stats will reflect me winning. I think that's about right, man.
I think it's literally impossible to be winning 80% of the time.
Say 80% of the time, bro.
Yet overall, I'm up 2-1.
I don't know how you
season
did.
by season basis.
I don't know how you did that. I don't know where those numbers came from, but 80% of the time I've won, man. Yeah. I got the numbers. Don't lie, bro. I got the numbers. Don't matter. Look at the numbers now. I got a lot of emails from Jaren. Shout out to Jaren, Pittsburgh Steelers for life. And official momentum. I got the care pack, bro. You updated me, man. I'm locked in. I feel educated now, man. It was dope. Shout out to official momentum. Shout out to Ambition the Kid too, man. Yeah.
Send you a CD.
I mean, yes and no.
An album.
I got the individual, like
some
individual like tracks.
Okay.
Of like different, like just, but it wasn't like from an album. I think it's like from just
it's
different
on a USB?
Experiences. No, it was like MP3s. Yeah, but it was cool. I was like, I'll vibe it. But it was like just different like videos.
Wait, how
stuff
he
going
sent
on,
it
man.
in the mail?
No, he sent email. Like email. Like he was saying like, yo, this is one song. All right, this is this one. All right, this is a different appearance. So it was like a whole rack of them, though, but it was cool.
Some of these are unreleased.
I don't know enough to know about that. I just know, like, from what I had checked, I was like, all right, this is pretty dope right here. And it was a lot of videos so I could, like, see everybody, which is pretty cool. Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm forward you some later on, man.
Okay.
But it was pretty dope. I was like, yo, shout out to official. But yeah, it made me just think of that with the email, man. So, yeah, baby. I like it, though. I feel like I was supposed to say something at the beginning of the show. I know we got to do DraftKings. I know I got that. But I feel like I was supposed to say something else. I don't remember all
announcement?
I mean, there's always announcements. You know that. I mean, speaking of announcements, shout out to Deke. All right, let's see. There's a John Kolb interview from last week at the stadium. It's been early access to the Upper Room members. So Upper Room members, make sure y'all take advantage of that. I think it will be becoming public at some point in the near future, but definitely tap into that. Upper Room members, always stay tuned, man. Y'all get early access to a lot or some of those special videos like that. Let's see. We got a new Turf Watch that just dropped. Shout out to Dom doing his research on what the opposition and the media have to say about the good old black and gold. Let's see what else. Always check out the website arthurmost.com for updates, but more importantly, since we have crossed that 49,000 subscriber threshold officially, it's time to make the push for 50K. All right, they say 50K is supposed to be important, right?
We'll get Shazier on the show.
I mean, hey, you know what, that might sound about right.
Either him or Larry Foote.
Ooh,
maybe both.
I was say we could do both. Why not both? I like, because it's 50. 50 is the big deal. They say like 50 is like a big number for YouTube. So we're going to build up to it. All right. So right now, I think we got like 65, going towards the next 1,000. So for every 100 subscribers that we get, we're going to make sure we do a giveaway, man. All right. So once this cross to 100, when we get to the next show, we're going to do a giveaway. When we get to 200, we're going to do another giveaway, all the way up till we get to that 50,000 subscriber mark. All right. So definitely tap in with that. But I'm trying to think, I feel like it was something I was really supposed to say, Deke, and I really don't remember what it was, bro. So Do you got anything else? Because I don't have anything, bro.
No.
I feel like I was supposed to have something. I can't. I just, it's like that sometimes, man. It's like that. All right.
Yeah, it's disappointing too because you gave yourself a couple minutes of.
I tried to stall.
Yeah.
You see me
by
stalling.
giving those announcements.
You see me stalling. I was like, yeah, just talk about this stuff, man.
Yeah. Hey, it is what it is.
Maybe next time. All right. Well, what I do know is this, Deke. I think the people are going to be happy today. Okay? They'll be happy today because I'm going to do this DraftKings read. All right, but they'll be happy today because today's show is brought to us and you by DraftKings Sportsbook, baby. Only the top-rated sportsbook and app in all of North America. Safe, secure, reliable. We love all of that, baby. And I think you should as well. And that's the reason why we come bearing gifts. Promo code. Shout out to the promo code. It is Moats. Simple concept. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. You make that first deposit bet, or you put that first initial deposit of $5 in, and you will receive up to $200 in bonus bets when you use that promo code. All right, it's a dope concept, man, and they got a ton of cool offers that are currently going on that you might get a chance to reuse some of those winnings potentially to make some more money. All right, but with that being the case, we also know that at times, man, you can get lost in the sauce. It can be a lot up on you, and you might develop a gambling problem. Well, if you're living in New York, it's a number that you can text. But for everybody else, the digits to dial are 1-800-GAMBLER. I said 1-800-GAMBLER. I said you better call 1-800-GAMBLER. Now back to our regularly scheduled program. See, that's how they like me today. Drop it in the comment section where you're tuning in from. And in that way, we'll give you the big boy shout outs to start today's show. And of course, don't forget to hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Yeah, Deke had to be safe today, bro. Can't be bugging out like that right now, man. It's been a little long week, you know. A lot of partying, man. All my team's winning, so you know how
Big
that
weekend
goes.
coming up.
Yeah, if I go undefeated again, Deke, I probably ain't gonna have no voice next time. You know how it goes,
Who do
bro.
the Bills play?
Primetime Ravens. Who you want to win that one? I can't wait. Listen, when I saw that one on the schedule, I said, I can't wait till today's show when we do the picks. Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, I need to hear the logic because you tried to sell me on the logic last week with the Trevor Lawrence. You tried to sell it. I can't wait to hear you sell this one this week, baby. I've been literally, that's what I think it was. I've been so excited. When I saw this game come, I'm just like, yo, I can't wait because I just need to know how
Two enemies facing off against
Deke
each other.
play this one, baby? How innocent prime time, so everybody gonna see it too. How does Deke play
I think
this
we
one,
want
man?
the Bills to win.
Ooh, Lord.
I think we
Ooh,
do.
Lord.
I think
Deke.
having the
Ooh,
Ravens at
Lord.
1-3 would be better than the Bills at 3-1.
Deke, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know, Deke. It's the MVP, the reigning, the defending MVP. It's in Baltimore. Shout out to Baltimore. You don't like Baltimore? I like
It's
Baltimore.
a good matchup. That's Sunday night.
Sunday night, 8:20 p.m.
Yeah, it's a good matchup.
Yeah, man. You know it has the reigning two-time MVP in it.
I think we want the AFC North just to
He's
keep
the
losing.
reigning two-time MVP. Listen, there's no way the reigning two-time MVP can lose to the little old offensive player of the week in the AFC. There's no way that's gonna happen, bro.
Bengals got
Can't happen.
Panthers
Can't happen.
on the road at Carolina. Andy Dalton revenge game.
Uh-oh. I'm telling you, it's about to get weird. I can't wait till we get to the picks, bro. It's some dope little games, bro. Some dope little
I want to
matchups.
check the Browns real quick.
Yeah, some dope little games,
on
bro.
the road at Raiders. I could see that.
There's some dope little games, bro.
Bounce back
I'm just like, yo,
for
I
the
can't
Raiders.
wait, man.
Gardner Minshew playing for
I
his job.
can't wait till our picks today, bro. I cannot wait till the picks, bro. I'm like, yo, this is about to be a fun one. Yeah.
All right, we got
MVP.
Josh Allen. Yeah,
No, he's not. He's the offense
I
player
say
of the
just
week.
give him the MVP right now.
Josh is the offense player of the week. I don't know why they would give it to Mr. Overrated. I don't know why they
Allen's
did
my
that.
Pick for MVP.
I don't know
right now.
why they did that.
It's not even a
No,
question.
we're not doing that. We're not
Just
doing
give it
that.
to him. It's
We're
over.
not doing that. No, we're not doing that. We're doing shout outs. That's what we're doing. Shout out to the shout outs. All right. Don't forget to send them shout outs in, man. We're shouting y'all out today, okay? That's what we're doing.
He's about to
Don't
go
listen to
4-0.
him. We're not
Big game
listening
on
to
the road
none of this,
against
man.
Baltimore.
Hey, where's Tito at? Is Tito in the shout out to Tito? All right. Rashawn Jones. Jones. Shout out to Rashawn Jones in the 732 Neptune, New Jersey. Yes, indeed. Yeah, man. Stop all of that nonsense. We don't want to hear none of that talk, man. He is a overrated, washed up on a bad, dismal team. Just is nothing.
Might be underrated at this
It's
point.
nothing good going on in Buffalo. All right, it's nothing good going on, man. Don't nobody worry about the Bills. They afterthought, man. Diggs left, man. Gabe Davis is gone. You know what it is, man.
I told you it wasn't gonna matter that much.
Corey Martinez in the 915 El Paso, Texas, baby. Shout out to El Paso. Shout out to El Paso. We're not gonna let Deke throw this negativity into the air. All right. We don't want to hear any Josh Allen talk on this channel here, all right? We don't talk about overrated, washed up, just AFC Offensive Player of the Week. We don't talk about that. If you're not an MVP or a Super Bowl champ, I don't want to hear it.
You're the one that brought it up.
You brought it up.
You were talking about your team's going undefeated.
Because the Steelers went undefeated. Are they not?
I need to check on the Bills. I need to see who they're playing.
Is JMU undefeated? JMU's undefeated. I was talking about, we got Ball State this week.
Who do they got
We
this
got
week?
Ball
Okay.
State. It's family weekend. We at the crib. I'm trying to come down there and pull up. You know
That's a
what I mean?
dub.
Yeah, I ain't say that. We take it one. We got it. You know, we're still getting used to this 1A thing. We're new to the block. Yeah, we're just a small little group of ragtag individuals just trying to get together. You know, to see what we can shock the world a little bit. That's all. But we ain't got no expectations now. We not like Pitt now. Y'all next week. I know y'all got to be feeling great. Yeah, but for us, we just just barely getting it, man. We just trying to get by 1 week at a time.
Yeah, we're
Just trying
feeling
to get
good.
by.
We're staying humble though.
Yeah,
We're staying locked in. Bye week.
big time.
Week 5, you're right, on the road at UNC.
I would say hostile environment,
Start
but
of the ACC schedule.
I would say hostile environment, but it didn't appear very hostile, and it looked like it wasn't a purple takeover, but towards about halftime, it was purple and Carolina blue chairs. Ain't see a lot of Carolina blue people in there, so y'all be good, bro.
Lifted Ones from the 916 Sacramento says, what are your thoughts on Cam's new nickname for Herbig? It's Hawaiian Punch. Also, spoiler alert if you didn't see the interview with Fields and Hayward.
Shout out to Hawaiian Punch. Shout out to Hawaiian Punch. I have not had a chance to check it out just yet. I did see one of the clips. I think it was on IG. But I couldn't, I was doing my radio show while I was watching it, so I couldn't listen to it all the way. But it looked good though, man. I do want to tap in. Shout out to my homie Cam. Shout out to Justin Fields, man. Love what they doing, man. Shout out to Cam though, man. He's killing it over there, man. So big time. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Rookie mistake by Cam
What happened? What you mean?
in terms of hosting a podcast.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't you do that. Stop
Cam's
it.
the one that did it.
I know. Stop it.
Fields should have been banned
Stop
from
it.
all interviews
Stop
and
it.
podcasts this
Stop
whole
it.
season.
It's all good. Just let it ride. Just let
If
it
you're a
ride. It's
teammate
okay.
or if you're a friend, you
If
should be
you
doing right
care
by
about
Fields.
Justin Fields, you won't talk about him on your show. You won't interview him. You'll just let him fly under the radar.
That's what
Leave him
Cam
alone.
should have done.
But no, you want to go make the block hot. Now everybody want to see what he does say, and everybody want to see how you feel about being QB1. Come on, man.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought about that right now. I was like, Cam, what are you doing?
It's all right, man.
We'll be fine.
It's all right.
We'll
It's
be
all right.
fine.
It's all right. He's gonna rise above it. Rise above it.
Fields could have said no, too.
Ooh. Don't blame the victim. Don't
Takes
blame
two
the
to do a
Don't
podcast.
you blame the victim. Don't blame the victim. He's a victim. Don't blame him. All right, he just was there. Wrong place,
He
wrong
could have
time,
easily
man.
said no.
Don't you blame the
I'm
victim,
just
man.
like, nah, you
Uh-uh.
know what, dude?
No
maybe
victim
we could
shaming,
do it
man.
after the season. or
No
something.
victim shaming. Because now he got to feel uncomfortable when he walk in the locker room past Big Cam. And Big Cam want to be playful. Oh, so you didn't want to do my show, huh? That's crazy. I seen you was on ESPN though, huh? Oh, you didn't want to do my show. Oh, well, why you ain't tell NFL Network after the game when they want to do that press conference? Nah, Cam play. Don't want to play with Cam, man. Cam's
Isn't
good
that
guy.
something the Steelers make you do, though?
It doesn't matter. Cam isn't going to take it that way. Cam is going to take it how he wants to take it. And Cam plays. You don't want Cam to play. So, we doing that. All right, bro, let's go. Come on, man. Yeah, we got you. Let's do it. Leave Cam alone, man. Have you seen Cam lately? Cam is massive, bro. Cam is on a mission. All right? Don't play with Cam right now, man. Yeah, if Cam say we doing that, yeah, we doing that, man. I'm with you. Hit the like button for Cam, too, all right? Yeah, and subscribe to his joint, too, all right? Shout out to Cam. It's Cam, bro. Better leave him alone. You see, he's stitched up on the jersey now, too. I don't know if you be peeping the Walter Payton on him.
Yeah,
All right.
him and Ross.
Lil G was like, yo, Dad, why he got that on his? I said, oh, because that's the big dog. I said, well, he said, what you mean? I said, you remember that little award we won? The little one? Oh, he got the big one. I was, yeah, he real deal. All right. So when you real deal, you get one of them.
Cam was thinking more about his podcast and his brand than the Steelers. It's disappointing. I thought he was a team guy.
Don't be using the bad word like the brand. Brand sounds bad. He was doing his media obligations. Okay?
Cam got his 3-year extension, but still got 1 foot out the door.
He said, hold on. I got my money now. Hey, Phils, come here, let me holler at you. How you feel about Russell Wilson? Like, nah, man, don't do him like that. Hey, can I get some juicy about, hey, man, you think you better now? What's going on?
Whoa, we got some inside scoop on the podcast. Mike Hood said the pod was recorded before last Sunday's game. That might even be worse.
Ooh, so you was confident.
Yeah,
Man,
that might even be worse.
You knew ahead of time he was going to ball out. Ooh, that's like calling your shot. That's like pointing to the fences. All right.
But now it was released.
So you knew ahead of time. You could have just held that. You could have said, man, this been vibing out since nobody been talking about it. You could have held that and dropped it on the bye week. You could have dropped it on like Thanksgiving or something, man. That's
or even just after the season.
Jeez. That's tough.
Yeah, put the tapes on the back burner.
That's tough.
Just call it the Lost Fields interview or something.
That's tough. You know what I'm saying? Hey, ground zero interview, like when it first started. Like, you know what I mean? Before the hype, this is what it was. This is how you felt. You had the moment. It was on tape. You was good. Now you done released it to the atmosphere, man. Now we got to deal with the energy of stardom. I'm telling you, man.
I guess I have to listen to it.
We got to tap.
Maybe I'm judging it too much before even
you got to
listening
tap
to it.
in, bro. He looked happy on the video. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. The braids was crisp. I'm like, yo, he looked like he just enjoying himself. He feel like he QB in this joint. Like he looked real comfy.
You don't want to be comfortable, man.
He looked good.
It's a long season. It's only 3 games in.
Deke, the braids weren't even napped. I say, bro, you done played in how many games? The joints ain't got no fuzz up top. I done had braids, Deke. You playing a couple games. That helmet get the rubbing up top. You feel me? I said, my man look crisp. Like he fresh was off the chair. Like, whoo.
Maybe I should listen to it, but you know how I feel about doing a bunch of podcasts, doing a bunch of interviews, doing a bunch of the media stuff during the season or even before seasons. It's been a disaster for us these last couple of years.
This is true.
Kenny did the most media rounds I think possible last off season.
This is very true.
Pat P and his podcast did us no favors.
That's because he was talking spicy. Pat P was talking like he was us. Pat P can't talk like us while you active. That's what Draymond do. You can't do that. Let us heavy hand, criticize, laugh, ha, key. You don't be Purdy ain't like that. Oh yeah, I see something with Purdy, but I can't wait to take advantage. No, that ain't what you want, dude. No, because you gotta actually play that man. See, me and D, we ain't playing nobody. So when we be like, yo, I think he suck, I think he better than him, we ain't gotta go out there and worry about that. They ain't gonna be extra hot with us. They ain't hot with you. But we count on y'all to be good enough. There's big difference, man. Big difference. I'm like, brother, you giving bulletin board material every week with a podcast as a player, bro. Yeah. But shout out to it. Shout out. If you talking spicy. Don't talk spicy, you good. I don't feel like they talk spicy with Cam. Cam is usually like good stories. Like
I haven't seen any Fields headlines.
Yeah, I ain't seen nothing negative.
I've seen no headlines from that podcast.
Yeah.
Nothing controversial. So that's good, at least.
I'm just telling you, bro, but Fields, man, he looked like QB. It gave QB1 energy. When I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, maybe I'm judging too harshly.
Suit on, bro. If he had the suit on, bro, I'd have been like, oh, that's the $100 million man right there, bro. Because he would. I'm talking. Yes.
I'm looking out for Fields here, man.
Yeah, the smile was smiling, but not too smiley. All right, but it was the perfect smile. Let me answer this real quick. Oh, actually, dying answer this one.
We got an early call in.
No, this ain't the one. I don't think this is the one. Actually, let me answer this real quick.
Okay. I read a couple chats here. A couple more shout-outs. We got X Concepts tuning in from the 724 Claridge, PA. Gregory Collins from the 727 Newport, Richie, Florida. Praying for all my Florida people. Please stay safe during the hurricane.
Yes, please stay safe during the hurricane. We know Florida is in the middle of it right now. Shout out to y'all. Man, I thought that was the one because it was the organization, but it was the wrong person for the organization called. Yeah, a little mixed.
Is that Josh Allen?
No, it was from the Steelers, but it popped up as Pittsburgh since. I'm like, oh, maybe they calling from like the building. And it was somebody else from the building that I had called early. And I was like, oh, let me call you back. My bad. So we good though. We good. It'd be like that
You
sometimes.
think he's gonna call in on time?
Fire question. I'm gonna assume
Because you're unk
yes.
to him, right?
I'm gonna say yes.
So he might be a little
I'm
lax.
gonna say yeah. He might call 10 minutes late. Like, hey, bro, what's happening? Oh shoot, come on, baby. Do you want to go by Joey or JJ today? All right, jeez. But no, man. Shout out though. Shout out. We got a couple minutes left now though, so we're good. We're good. Yeah. You ever had to talk somebody off the phone while you doing it there? That was the first for me. That threw me off a little bit, baby.
Seems like you did a good job.
I was like, hey, I'm gonna call the producer next time. He'll answer. I'm sorry. If y'all looking, we always looking.
All right, a few more. Dominic Balish from the 352 Mount Dora, Florida. He's giving us an update on the Florida weather. Says, as of right now, it's just sucky Oakleton weather.
Okay. That works.
Yeah,
When I was
I
watching
guess
the
something
news earlier,
bad's about to hit Florida?
yeah,
Is
it's
what
supposed to
they're
be a
saying?
hurricane, yeah.
Damn.
I was watching the news earlier. They had my man reporting for the news in the middle of the street in Tampa in like ankle deep water. I'm like, bro, why you got to stand in the water? It's like, is that for like dramatic effect? Like, bro, get to the higher ground, man. I don't need to, like, I know it's flooding down there. If you tell me it's flooding, I don't need you to be standing in the flood for me to know it's flooding. You know what I mean? But shout out to the news people, man.
We got NML Finesse 410 saying, live from the venue, Baltimore. Says, got the Ravens because the Bills, the ops.
How did that happen? How are the Bills the ops?
They've been the ops.
How? This makes zero sense to me, man. The Bills have done nothing to nobody, man.
If you ain't with us, you're against us.
We're with us.
No.
We share the turnpike. You just keep riding on up. You know how many times I would drive that turnpike, man? I pass through Pittsburgh, get up there to Buffalo, like, hey, man, there we go. We never turned to Cleveland. Just remember that. We never went to Cleveland. Never bust that level. Bust that right, though. All right? We all part of the same family, man. Yeah. Shout out to 90. Yeah.
Who's 90?
The interstate.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was going to say, TJ Watt's the only 90 I know.
Wow. That's fair enough. Well, shout out to 78 then. Huh. We like
Villanueva.
There we go. All right. Shout out to 12. Yeah.
Terry Bradshaw.
There we go. Shout out to 34 then. Yeah. Ooh.
Terrell Evans.
There it is.
Ron Haynes.
Okay.
That's a throwback.
Okay.
Ron Haynes.
Okay. Shout out to 95 then.
Greg Lloyd.
Oh, okay. Shout out to 83 then. Ooh, baby.
Heath.
Ooh, shout out to number 31. Then one time for the coach, if you know, you know.
Damn, 31. Who rocks 31?
Uh-oh. You got no Donnie.
Yeah.
Torpedo.
I don't know why. This one's
Torpedo,
one's gonna be a real random one. I'm pretty sure he was 31. Alan Rossum.
Ooh.
The return man. He was on the Falcons for a little bit.
Rossum. Okay.
He was here for a minute, maybe a season or two. But that's where my mind went whenever you said 31. Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty wild.
I want to say no, I don't know who I had.
I think I'm right on that.
Because now, look, I'm over here like 31 was. I'm like, no, I don't think Ross or.
No, he was 30.
Or Hilton. What was Hilton?
Alan Rossum was 30.
What was Mike Hilton? Check Mike Hilton's number. He was
28.
28, right? Okay. What about Ross Clark?
He might have been 30 something though.
I feel like somebody had a 31, right?
Yeah, they're saying Cockrell in the chat.
I thought he had a different number too, though. I thought he had two numbers.
Beanie's 31?
Yeah, he is right now. Yeah.
Oh wow, I'm an idiot. I should have just said his name. Justin Lane, 31. There you go.
Justin Lane. That's what I was thinking. I was like, yo, was another dude we had.
Donnie Show. That's the best answer though. That's the right answer.
Donnie, man. Can't get wrong with Donnie, man. All right. I like it.
We're 1 minute away from the call-in.
The anticipation is on time.
828 Style agrees with you. Says Hilton was 31 to start his career.
Oh, all right. It's happening now. I'll be right back.
Right on time. All right, everyone. Hope you guys enjoy this interview with Joey Porter Jr. Drop any questions you have for him in the comments, and we might read some off. Thanks.
All right, you got me over there? you hear me?
Hello. Yep.
Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. All righty, ladies and gents, boys and girls, children of all ages, man. We're excited about this one right here. Since he got drafted, we've been talking about him. And now it's that time, man. So he came into the league in that 2023 NFL draft when the Steelers selected him in the second round. 32nd overall pick out of Penn State, and as a rookie, finished as a finalist for the AP Defensive Rookie of the Year award. Talk about none other than that Steelers starting cornerback Joey Porter Jr. Young Joey, young JJ. How you doing over there, man?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Appreciate you.
Nah, without a doubt, man. Definitely appreciate you. Like I said, man, pulling up, man, getting on the show with this stuff like that, man. And
Yes, sir.
we got to catch up, man. We got plenty we want to talk to you about, man. But obviously, the start of your second year now. Talk about how it's been for you, man, going from that first year where it was a little bit slower at the beginning in terms of playing time, but now you coming out this thing, starting, and not just starting. You following people, locking people up, true shutdown corner life, man. So what's this year been like for you in comparison?
Man, it's been great. Just being able to come out with a hot start. The defense is playing great. We're off to a good start. Just to be with those group of guys every time, it just gives me more confidence to just do my job and just do it at a high level. So I'm just liking where everything's at right now, confidence wise, knowing the plays wise, and just overall flying around.
No, I like that. I like that. Now, with that being the case, though, we also know that you finally had your first NFL offseason, man, where you weren't on the circuit. Combine, all-star games, pro days, etc., right? So how was your first NFL offseason, man? Did you do any traveling or anything?
Man, it was great. I definitely did traveling. I definitely did traveling. I took some time off. It was my first time in like a long time, like you said, the circuit, and I had some money in my pocket. So it was a good off season. Definitely a great off season.
Let's go, man. What would you say was the most fun place you went, man?
Oh, man, the most fun. That's a tough one, but I'll probably say Miami, just off of the fact my friend got drafted. It was a draft party.
Nice.
And he got drafted, so it was a great event overall.
Let's go. Shout out.
Can you tell me the story of you picking your jersey number? I know you picked 24 because of Ike, but is it true? Were you trying to get a single digit? Were you trying to get 5?
I was.
What happened there?
All right. So basically, I came in. I was like, I'm trying to get a single digit. First, I know I wasn't going to get 9 because that's my college. That was my number in college, but Balls had 9. So I was like, I'm not getting that. So the next option was 5 or 8. Those were my 2 favorite numbers coming out. But Coach T was like, yeah, we don't do single digits anymore. Like that's not a thing. That's not a Steeler thing. I was like, all right, that's cool, I guess. So then they gave me the number options, and I was like, okay, I'll definitely go with rock the 24. It was just only right.
So how you feeling with Patrick Queen getting 6?
I was pissed. I was mad. I texted Coach T immediately. I was like, so what's going on? And he was like, give me an all-pro season, then we could talk about it. So
okay, so would you switch the 5 potentially?
You said what?
Would you switch the 5? Yeah. Are you sticking with 24?
Honestly, I don't know. 24 has been good to me lately. So
that's true.
And it's just it's a good tradition. Uncle Ike had it. He was a lockdown corner. Now I get to rock the number. So it just fits. 24 fits right now.
Nah, I like that. That's funny. My man say, yo, what's up with this coach? How he get to say he just got here, man? Wait a minute.
Right? Exactly. I'm like, what's going on?
Shout out to it, though, man. So, hey, get this all pro, and then we're going to have some decisions to make, all right? Shout out to you,
though.
Yeah.
For surely. Yeah, he put a fire in my back, for sure. So, I'm ready.
No, I like that, man. Now, we know, man, you obviously, played your high school ball here, first at North Catholic, and then transferring over to North Allegheny. But just talk a little bit about what it was like for you playing high school football in the Whip Hill. We always, hear people talk about where it was like in Texas or in California, Virginia. But you actually did this day, man, here. So what was that like for you?
Man, to be honest, I feel like it really set me up for my football career down the line. I feel like Pittsburgh is a blue collars style of play. You know, smash mouth football, and even at a young age in high school, that's what Pittsburgh is all about. So the fact that I was able to get that in my game at high school, then play in the Big Ten, where it's most likely the same thing, and then fall into the North, where it's definitely the same thing.
Absolutely.
So I feel like it all turned out pretty well, actually.
And I was gonna say, man, because I just think of, man, just the rich tradition too. Of obviously we talk about some of the NFL guys, Hall of Famers that have come before you guys. Now you think about you being a part of this wave as well, and then it's a whole nother group of young guys coming to try to be the next version of you. Like when I think of that, man, I'm like, yo, it's something unique about what y'all got going on here in Western PA, man.
My question is, why didn't you stay in Pittsburgh for college?
Ooh.
Ooh. What happened?
You said why didn't?
Yeah, why didn't you stay in Pittsburgh? Why didn't you go to Pitt? We could use you.
Yeah, I feel like around that time, to be honest, I feel like around that time we had so many good players in Pittsburgh that we didn't recruit. And I was like, if they're not recruiting in their bag, I don't want to be the only guy here.
Wait, so, they didn't recruit you?
I was like, they recruited me. They definitely recruited me, but I felt like there was way more better players in the area that they weren't looking at, and it didn't make sense to me. So I was like, I'm just gonna go down the street.
That's a shame.
And Pitt dropped the ball, man.
That's a shame.
Pitt dropped the ball.
I hope we're doing better now.
They dropped the ball at that moment.
Hey, JMU would have loved you. You could have came to James Madison. Hey, you would have been the king. All right, I'm just throwing it out there. You'd have been king around there.
I definitely think Pitt's doing better now, recruiting in the backyard way more than my time. But yeah,
that's a shame. I'm not happy about that. Yeah, we got that dude from Alabama now, the 5-star quarterback. I don't know if you've seen him. He's been doing some stuff this year.
I didn't see him yet.
Yeah, he's
really
in the Heisman watch. Yeah, I'm liking that.
Okay.
So hopefully Pitt could keep it up 4-0. But can you tell us about like your draft story? What was going on there? Because we initially passed on you in the first round. You had to have been a little bit pissed about that, but then we come back around and get you in the second. Could you just take us through those emotions first round, and then you have that whole day of sitting there. Second round, we have the first pick. Like everyone's talking about taking you. It's like the most obvious. We need a cornerback. You're Joey Porter's son. Let's just make you the first pick in the second round. But what's going on with you throughout this whole time?
So for a guy going through the process, you got a lot of scouts and analysts and even coaches telling you like where you're projected. So throughout the whole process, I was projected mid to late first round guy, like a for sure first round pick. Throughout the whole process, they got me at the draft. I'm in my suit and everything like that. So you go to the draft and you get your sweet numbers where you think you're gonna get picked. And once those numbers start coming in, and you see just everybody in the table, everybody from different families looking around, just waiting for that call, and you're not getting that call, you start getting like a little antsy, like a little bit nervous. Through that process, it was a weird moment because I was just going through a lot of emotions just off of I have all my family here, like they all came down to see me, and I didn't get to walk the stage. I feel like that was the biggest disappointment in that whole the whole process. Was I had a lot of family come out and they didn't get to see me do what I wanted to do. But I feel like it overall turned out in the right spot because I was the 32nd pick. Contract wise, it's a better fit for me. I get to be back home, and it just really fell in my lap. But I think because just the whole situation where I was like, the Steelers are definitely not getting me. I didn't have no trust in it at all. So it was a shock to me when I got the call. it was definitely a shock to me.
No, shoot, man. We glad they made that call. We was all over here saying the same thing. Hey, man, what they waiting on, man? All right, no, why they playing these games? All right, now, y'all better not play again. It's the 32nd over. Hey, come on, man. What we waiting on? Send them a text. You know what time it is. Yeah.
And then, like, after the draft, they're like, you guys want to come back the next day? I was like, I'm going home. Like, I already booked my flight. We out. Ain't no coming back. Yeah, I was on that flight immediately.
No, that's dope, man.
Now you cut out there for a second. Did you not trust the Steelers or think they were going to draft you because we passed on you in the first round?
I just at that point of the draft, I didn't know what to expect. There was so
Okay.
much chaos going through the first picks that like people was getting picked that you didn't think will get picked, or just the draft is a madness in itself. You never really know till that day. So at that point, I was just already tired of the whole situation. I just wanted to go on the team.
So I'm assuming going into it, Steelers were probably on the top of your list of likely picks, right?
Yes and no. Like I already knew the relationship I had with Coach Tomlin and the Steelers. Obviously, just being there for so long, but you just never want to get your hopes up on one spot. So that's what I'd never tried to focus on one team. Like, oh, these guys text me more. I had a great meeting with them. It's really just the ball's not really in your court, so I just don't try to overthink it.
Nah, that's dope. That's a dope perspective to have, man. I wish I had that perspective when I went through it. I ain't gonna lie, I fell in love, man. I thought the Niners were gonna draft me in the first round, first overall pick. I was like, oh yeah, I know I'm getting drafted by them. And obviously, we know that ain't happened, man. So I wish I had your perspective back then. It would have made life way easier doing that process, man.
And that I got that from my dad. Because his
shout out.
draft story, he told me. He was like, yeah, he thought he was going to the Cowboys. They gave him a cell phone and everything. They called the number, and they didn't pick him. And he was like, yeah, man, just never have your heart sold on the team. So I was like, say no more.
No, shout out to Pops, man, for that right there. That's perfect that you brought him up, because I actually wanted to ask you. We obviously know your name, Joey Porter Jr. We know who your dad is, man. Joey Porter Sr., man, an absolute legend within the Pittsburgh Steelers and NFL, man. What was that like, though, for you, man, in the sense of you saw this as a kid, man? We got a chance to see you in high school doing what you were doing while he was coaching. Then, obviously, you get to Penn State and everything like that. But then to come right back to where he became a legend. And now you're kind of living in this thing of, all right, it's his own shadow, but you still creating your own name. Like, what has all that been like for you, man?
Man, it's been a full circle moment. Just being a kid, falling in love with the sport while in Pittsburgh, seeing him win the Super Bowl, being on the field, and then being able to put on the same jersey and get drafted on the same team. It's really still hard to believe and think about it, but it's a wild feeling. Like, I went to high school here. I have a house 10, 15 minutes from my parents.
This is crazy, man.
I get to go to my cousin high school games and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I get to have that not a lot of people get to have coming into as a rookie. So I was very fortunate to land here. So yeah, it's a cool moment.
Did you ever envision it being like this, man, when you were growing up watching them, or even when you were playing in high school? Like, did you ever think hey, man, this could actually happen, man? Like, I think this could be this, man.
Yeah, for surely. I had my mind made up at a young age. This is what I was going to do. I didn't know how it was going to work out, but I knew I would be somewhere in the NFL playing.
Fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
He said, yo, I see what Pops do for a living. I'm doing that. All right. I'm
yeah. And I told him that, and we went to work ever since.
Yeah, that's fire.
Is the reality any different than some of the expectations you had?
No, I feel like everything what I thought it would be, it is. Just off the simple fact, like, I got to see it from my dad when he was playing, just how the fans interact with you, how to prepare yourself for games, how to take care of your bodies, and just him being in my corner throughout the whole step. It was never really any surprise or any shock to the NFL lifestyle.
Now, how do you deal with the expectations or the hype with the last name being drafted by the Steelers, and us fans thinking you're like our franchise quarterback, you're going to be the guy for the next 10 years locking up top receivers? How do you deal with those expectations and hype?
I really don't think too much of them. I really run. I run to the fight. That's the kind of mentality I have. I like those type challenges. I knew what the Steelers were doing when they picked me. They wanted a lockdown guy, and I feel like that's what I am, and that's what I try to bring to the table every time I step on the field. So I was always ready for those moments. Me and my dad always had a talk. We had a talk at a young age about having his last name, having his same first name, and just dealing with the pressure. And we already talked. If I'm doing everything I can, and my family and everybody's happy with me at the end of the day, then there's really no point in listening to the outside noise. So after that, having that talk with him, there was really no noise after that.
Nah, that's big facts. I like that. And not only are you a lockdown corner, but you also be hitting. I've seen you tackling over there this year, man. You getting out there, man. Hey, we peeping it, all right? So keep doing what you doing, man. Keep doing what you doing.
Definitely. I'm trying to get my neck roll on. That's what coaches always say. Get your neck roll. So I'm trying to bring mine.
Let's go.
Put it on tape.
Well, since Moats brought up the tackling, there might have been a game or two early in last year where I was just like, man, JPJ, he could have done a little bit better on that tackle. Did your dad have a conversation with you after one? It might have been the Titans. I can't remember, but did Pops have a conversation with you like, hey, man, we got to tackle a little bit better here going forward? And you have improved.
I'll say he's my biggest fan and my biggest critic at the same time.
Shout out to Peasy. Let's go.
He's always gonna keep it real with me no matter what. So if there's stuff like Coach T said that I need to get off my tape, he's the first person to let me know what I need to get off my tape and what I need to improve on. So yeah, definitely. When I first started getting my run on the field, he was like, "We got to fix that tackling. We got to get that off our tape because if you don't, teams are going to keep coming at you."
Mm-hmm.
And he basically was like, if you shut it down early, they're just going to stop running your way.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do. Shut it down early, go the other way.
I love it,
so,
man.
I'm just going to keep working on that.
I love it, man. Like I said, it's showing up on tape, baby. So keep doing what you're doing, man. But
appreciate you.
Heck yeah, man. So last year, though, man, you had an opportunity to play in your first ever NFL playoff game, right? Talk about just the experience, man, of the postseason, that whole week, and then obviously playing in the game, what it was like, and ultimately, how do you build on that experience as well?
Man, it was a lot of growing and learning experience just to be in one playoff game. I love playing home, but I love away games. I love the atmosphere. It's us versus them and their crowd. I just like the odds against us, and we got to fight. So just being our first playoff game versus the Bills at their spot, at their venue, I was excited. I was locked in. I was ready. We didn't get the outcome that we wanted, but I feel like I learned a lot from that game, and it just got me hungry to just go back in the playoffs and rack up some wins and win the whole thing.
No, facts on that, man. Like you said, it's nothing like playing in the playoffs, man. That pressure of it's single elimination. We got to be on our A game, and going into the hostile environments on the road in the postseason, way different than the regular season as well, man.
Way different, and just getting the dub out of those situations makes the W even a greater feeling. So, definitely got to get that feeling again.
No, without a doubt, man. Without a doubt. Now, we know you're still very young in your career, but you've already made a lot of plays, man. Like I said, we big fans over here. But if you could, man, just talk about what would you say is your favorite play from your career thus far?
My favorite play. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I'll say there's like a drive. I had a favorite drive or a favorite possession. I think it was the Bengals Thursday night or Monday night game,
mm-hmm.
and I had a third down tackle in the goal line to make them go for it on fourth down, and I had to stop versus T. Higgins, or it was like second, third down. Those two plays right there was my two favorite, just off of the tackling I made to make them go for it on that down,
mm-hmm.
and for me to lock up on the next play versus a very high wide receiver like that. It was a great moment for me.
Let's go. Okay, because you are showing the versatility with the full package.
Not the OBJ pick.
Yeah. Everybody.
OBJ was fire.
The OBJ pick. That's always going to speaks for itself. That has so much weight on it. Just the rivalry.
Yeah.
With the whole Steelers Ravens, the point of the interception versus who it was. Like, that pick was
first Ravens matchup too. It was like, ooh,
I picked off the MVP.
Sheesh, yeah. Said put some respect on his name now.
Come on. Yeah, that was a welcome. That was a welcome party for sure.
Yeah.
That was nice.
No, without a doubt, I like that right there.
Was there truth in the trash talk that people were saying that you said to Odell after?
Yeah, I was So
So you did say that?
The go be a family man. I did not say that.
Really?
That never.
Oh.
That never came out of my mouth.
Oh.
The go be a family man.
Yo.
That never I had to. I wish I would have said it.
I was like,
that
yo,
was
that's
a good line.
spicy. I was like, dang, you talking like that?
That's a good line.
Jeez, man.
That was. That's a good line. But I had a lot of respect for OBJ just because I was always a fan of his. So, but yeah, that I didn't say that, but it was a good line. I wish I did at that moment. Nah.
Okay. Glad we got the verification.
Yo, thanks. All right, so last one I got for you is this, man. We know every time we talk about, making it to the NFL, we say it's a transitional period, right? We go from, all right, college, man, we felt like we was the big man out there, but we get to the NFL and it's like that moment, it hits us. We like, oof, all right, these dudes, it's a little bit different over here, man, whether it's somebody you're going against or sometimes that first NFL check. But what would you say for you has been your welcome to the NFL moment?
That's I'll probably say I don't know. That's a tough one. I used to go against AB in high school, so like
Facts.
going against those dudes, it was never really like a shock to me or when they make plays because everybody athletes, they're gonna make some good plays here and there. But I'll probably say the GP catch in camp, where it was like that was a tough catch. There was nothing I could have did on that play to stop that outcome. So I feel like that was just and how everybody reacted to it. Yeah, that was part of my welcome to the NFL moment.
Respect. Sure. I ain't gonna lie. I was a little upset too. I was like, hey, y'all ain't throwing no pep right like that on. No, man, stop part. Like, bro, he pushed off anyways. I ain't even like that catch, bro. I ain't like that, bro. I'm telling you, I was hating on it hard. I'm just letting you know.
I was mad, and then it's like I got my that same day, and I didn't get the same reaction. I didn't get the Instagram post. So, man, this is terrible. I was over it. I was about to post it myself, but nah, I'm playing.
He said, yo, I got a pick, man. Look at the interception I got. Look at this play.
Exactly. Look at this play. But it's cool. It's an offensive league. I can't be mad.
Now, is that hard for you, like mentally, though, when you're dealing with that type of stuff, man, where, all right, you could be in perfect position, but a guy could just do something crazy like that, man, and it's like, yo, what do I do with this?
Yeah and no, because if I have to make him do a spectacular catch like that every time, he can't do that every time. Right. That's at least in my mind.
Yeah.
Like they can't make that catch every 10 out of 10 times.
Thanks.
So like I'll just be like, okay, yeah, you got lucky with that one. You won't do that again. So that's just the kind of mindset that I go with and when those situations happen.
Okay. I like that. Respect. Well, hey, man, that's all we have for you. But once again, man, we appreciate the heck out of you taking some time and hop on the show with us, man. Wish you nothing but the best. Keep killing it out there, man. All right?
All right, man. Thank you. Appreciate y'all for having me.
No doubt, baby.
Peace, bro.
Peace.
Yes.
Let's get it.
That's great.
Right. If y'all were digging the show, digging the interview with young Joey Porter Jr., y'all hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. I like the interview, bro. It was a vibe.
That was awesome.
I like that, man. I like how you Shaq code that thing, man. Just
Yeah, that was great. The thing about GP and those catches, though, he might actually be able to do that every time.
I low key was.
That's the
like,
one player.
I was like, I think he actually he might.
Maybe every other receiver in the league,
because he kind of got the D hop. Like I used to think D hop couldn't always make them catches, and it's like D hop always make them wild choices. Yeah. GP, I think he can, bro.
Right, and luckily he's on our team.
Facts. I'm glad that was in practice, too. But, yeah, he been going against some dogs for a long time, man. Shoot, bro, I remember, man, when they brought Lil Prime up here. Little Shiloh, and he was out there trying to murder everybody. Peasy went over there and gave offense, and then he gave over there and gave some defense. I was like, oh. It was must-see TV, Deke. Must-see TV. Right on the Proving Grounds LA Road, man. Yeah. And you know how them Prime, but it was a lot of talk. It was big flash. Yeah. My dog won, though. What? It was like, of course, Peasy felt good about it, too. Proud dad moment. It was a good vibe. It's a good vibe, man. All right. Well, with that being the case, man, we got some super
Yeah, we got a few.
Ooh, all right.
Probably about 12, 13.
All right, see, let's hit the supers, and then around like 5:30, we'll transfer to our next topic. That sounds like the plan. That sounds about right.
What do we got? Just the picks and Steelers
Picks in the
Colts preview?
right? Yeah.
Cool. Tito Good Vibes says, Moats and Deke, I'm still grinding with work, but life is good. Shout out to all the goats in Steeler Nation. God is great.
Let's get it. Shout out to you, Tito. And I always appreciate you rocking with us, man. And take care of you. Take care of the peoples. You know what I'm saying? So shout out.
AJ Martinez just said, Tito, my brother.
Hey, now. I like when the gang get together like that, you know? Showing each other a little love in the building, man. AJ, we appreciate you as well, man.
Richard Arbizo says, kid is suing for Otani's 50-50 ball.
I saw that, bro.
He had it stripped while scrambling for it, but
Yeah.
didn't care to use two hands. Auction starts tomorrow at $500K.
Yeah. This story just dropped the other day. Yeah, the kid was like, I'm suing. Yeah.
So how did it work? Did he actually have it?
I didn't see the clip of it. I just saw the headline. So when he brought it up, I was like, ooh, that's kind of crazy. Yeah.
So he fumbled it? Was it an incomplete catch?
Yeah, I need to know. Yeah, we need some more details with this one, man. Because that's a lot of money he about to lose out on otherwise.
Yeah.
Like, kid, you could be up $500,000, man. Better get that back. $500,000 starting point. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see it. I didn't see
They said it was stolen. They said it was stolen.
It was like legit stolen. He had it.
That's
And
what
was
they're
like
saying.
walking around the ballpark with
Yeah.
it. Because I think it's a different story if it's
Yeah.
the scrum for the ball and it's like, oh, I had it for a
They
second.
take it. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's like
And you're a little kid. It's Otani. They gonna do that. I seen them whoop people for Barry Bonds. All right. But I say I grew up in that era with the Mark McGuires and stuff. They seen plenty of little kids and women and children get bow.
Yeah, it's kind of like jackpot. It's like may the best man win.
Yeah, fair. Seriously, man.
They're saying he had it. Was he like just walking around the concourse? Or something?
Yeah,
I think that's a different story.
Yeah.
Maybe
Ex-concept said the kid should have thrown some hands. Nah, man, the kid dad, if the kid got the ball, the kid daddy got to step up for that little man. But for the Shohei Ohtani, hey, man, you better be ready to get it in blood, all right? Shohei Ohtani, you know, $500,000. People have done worse for way less. I'm about to say, yeah, people have done way worse for way less, man. Yeah.
That boy 23 says, people bring up the 11-0 season. Forget that team was gassed that season. We had the early-ass bye week because of the Titans having COVID. Then the next time we were supposed to get rest, the Ravens got COVID. Yeah, we had to move the Thanksgiving game all around to
Played on
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, they moved our bye 2 weeks up because of the Titan situation. Yeah, this team just has a different vibe than that team. I
would agree. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that team, our offensive line got worse as the season went on. We had a bunch of injuries. I mean, it was all over the team, even on defense too, as the season went on. Yeah, I think we got our identity. I think we got a good blend of veterans here with guys like that are youthful but like hitting their prime, still like almost like a JPJ. Like he's young but he's in his prime, like a
even
GP.
Dante Jackson. I mean, he's still in the you know what? PQ.
Patrick Queen, good example of that too.
But I say because he's also a young, like vet, but young.
28, like 25.
Yeah, because I think Dante's might be 27.
I think the coaching staff's right. We got good coaches, and with just some of the scars that we've took on these last 2-3 years, I don't think we're taking things for granted.
Yeah,
some of the ups and the downs that we've dealt with, and I mean some of that has been when we're going into a game and you're just like, yeah, there's no way we're losing it. Or, you know, even last year, that stretch of games we were playing like the Patriots, the Colts, and the Cardinals. Oh man, these are easy wins, and then we lose all of them.
And then we win the hard ones.
Yeah, so it's like I think we learned from some of those scars and some of those battles and demons that we face. It's like, let's not take anything for granted going forward.
The way Deke said, the demons we face, Lord. I like it.
We don't have Canada here anymore, too.
He said the demons we face. We ain't got to face them demons no more. God dang, D. Don't put Canada in the demon category, man. Don't put it like, not Canada's somewhere drinking a nice beverage with the little umbrella with the straw.
Should be. Get them nowhere near a football field.
And you over here just out the blue. Pow! Just sitting there. Canada ain't done that. He ain't thinking about the jet sweep right now. You just, pow! Just let that man just live, man. He reading a book somewhere, man.
I think he was on that 2020 coaching staff. I think he was the QB coach.
He was QB coach. Then he got promoted from
never happened.
From the fries to the register. Yeah, he got upgrade, man.
Should have never happened.
Man. We said we got to exercise these demons that was on this team, man, on this staff. Lord. I love it, man.
Never should have happened to begin with.
Say, how'd you do this, man? Why'd you let this in here? Ay.
I wish I was more in tune with that hire when it happened. I didn't care at the time.
They said he was Kitty's guy. That's why everybody was cool with it.
No.
No.
We hired him for Ben's last season.
But he was supposed to be the college younger dude while we were getting ready to transition from 7. You're right.
I wish I did more due diligence on the hire.
That's what it was.
I just wanted 7 back. I didn't care. I didn't care what the coaching staff was.
We were coming out for who was it? Randy Fichtner.
Yeah.
And I think that was the whole work because we were tired of hiring within, and that was the other part people were upset about. Oh, you keep bumping up from within, Keith Butler, Randy Fichtner. So this was the young, innovative. Maybe he's another Zach Taylor. Maybe he's another McVay or something like that. Like, let's bring this kid in, and we gave it a try. It was different. We didn't keep doing the same thing, which was from within. We did change it up. And we identified that this didn't work after, 3 years? It took 3 years, which is appropriate. I mean,
he should have been gone after
3
weeks
is appropriate.
into Ben's final season.
3 years is appropriate time to evaluate. And from there, they decided to part ways. But now, where did they go back to? Steady Eddie, old faithful, give me NFL. All right, I tried to play around with one of these young, innovative jokers, one of these analytic cats, but you know what? Let me get good old-fashioned run the football. Let me get 21 personnel, 22 personnel, 13 personnel, 12 personnel. That's all the personnel that Arthur Smith was running last week. And he going to give you empty out of it. He going to give you trips out of it. He going to give you all these exotics out of it. And you like, bro, these are big bodies that you got moving around, and then you end it and run the power. I'm like, yeah. Not a lot of teams want to play against that, man. We are actually very difficult to match up with.
Yeah,
because of how we do that, man.
Well, I think to Tomlin's credit, the organization's credit, they did make some really good hires this offseason.
Yeah.
Went out of their way to get competent guys. And I don't know what Arthur Smith's contract is or anything, but I'm sure we had to pay him something decent. And that was always a critique of the Steelers. We're not going out of our way. Yeah, we're not going out of our way to hire quality guys on the coaching staff.
Yeah. That's accurate.
That boy 23 says he also heard a stat that Minka hasn't had a pick or fumble recovery since Edmonds was on the field. Give him a helmet. Also got Charger $50 on the last dono I sent, even though it said 20. Oh, he got charged $50 for the last donation I sent, even though it said $20.
To where? Here? I don't. Check with YouTube or call your bank. Yeah, but I say we actually don't control that part of it. That's the YouTube. That's kind of like the cloud. I don't know how the cloud works. It's there. Yeah, I would say check with YouTube though. Definitely check with them, man. But yeah, I did actually see something like that as well, man. Which is actually kind of crazy.
What?
The whole
Minka.
Yeah.
Maybe we got to get him out there.
You gotta get back doing that Minka stuff. Sometimes Batman need Robin, man.
Right.
Every Batman needs an Alfred. Maybe that's his Alfred. It's like, yo, which car you taking? The Batmobile or the Lamborghini? The Batmobile. Yes, sir. That's what we need, man. And Alfred, he liked that. So it ain't even like it's a shot at Edmonds. Like, Alfred liked that. He one of them ones. If you know, you know.
Yeah. 828 Styles says it's still early, and I don't know if you remember, but I predicted that this defense will be better than the 09 defense, and Deke didn't believe me.
Uh-oh.
Hashtag they're on pace.
Uh-oh. They're historic right now. They're number 1 overall team defense, man. You see the graphics. Pow.
I might have mentioned that in one of my videos that someone said after week 1 that this defense is looking a lot like the 08 defense.
But see, you said someone. You didn't say 828.
I know. I'm sorry.
You got to stamp his name. You didn't stamp his
sorry.
name. You don't count
I guess
that.
it was 828 that said it. I think I just thought it was early to be saying that. It probably is still early, but
3 games in, you know.
Yeah, at least we got a little bit bigger of a sample size. Because I think I at least gave credit to the thought because of the personnel that we have. Like on paper, you could match up the defenses together, and I feel like we're a little bit better in some areas. That 08 defense is a little bit better in some areas. It's just that they actually did it. You know what I mean? They did it for a full season and became one of the best defenses in the history of the NFL. I think we got the talent, and all these guys are capable of doing that for sure. But I think that's the difference between all-time legendary type of stuff and just the best defense for a season. You got to do it. You got to finish the job.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm with you. We shall see, though. I think they'll do it, though. They got a chance. But you got to finish the job. If you don't, then, yeah, it's all for naught.
Yeah, because that 10 defense gets brought up. I don't even remember that 10 defense like that. I mean, I know it was good because it was still around that time period where we still had all those guys. But I don't remember that 10 defense being talked about in the same breath as the 08 defense until Tomlin mentioned it, or Ben mentioned it on his podcast when he had Tomlin on.
Yeah.
I was like, what? That 10 defense was better than 08. I don't even know why it's being talked about.
Oh, because,
we lost.
Yeah, but that's what it is, man. If they won it, though, maybe they're talked about differently.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think that 08 was
08 was
something
historic,
different.
though. It's 08.
Like, you even knew,
Yeah.
during the season as things
had
were
the
playing
full
out.
cover on the whole defense on the cover, man. All right, they were some real killers, man.
Yeah,
real killers.
I mean, I just didn't think 10 was like that, even in the moment. It was still really good defense because, again, we still had all those guys. But maybe I'm just remembering it wrong. But yeah, they didn't finish the job. I think that's the main thing.
So we shall see. We shall see. I mean, but I think that's also even when we're talking about how we view guys like TJ as well. I know, like, part of it is like, yo, can you have a run? Can you do it postseason wise? Because I think even when we just say all time, who do you like more? Who would you take, TJ versus Debo? Debo is always going to be heavily a part of those discussions solely because of what he did in that Super Bowl, and it's like, you got to have one of them. They want you to have one of those moments. If you one of those, like, to be, I feel like one of those immortals, like legendary, it's like you got to do it in that. Because that's the biggest
if not, you're
game.
probably just being talked about like Rod Woodson.
Right. It's like, yo, you're dope, you're nice, but it's like, yo, to be in like that air, yeah. Like, we want to see when it mattered the most, when the road got narrowed. That's what makes Mahomes godlike right now, because he's done it multiple times on the biggest stage. And that's why guys like Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert are viewed how they're viewed, because it's like, yo, they haven't done that. So I'm with you, man.
Because that's not even something easy to do begin with, and he's done it.
You see what
how
I'm saying?
many
Like
times?
multiple times. He makes it look like it's routine, like going to the playoffs. We're like, bro, you're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, bro, y'all went to the AFC Championship once.
Win 4 games in a row, potentially 3 games in a row,
and doing it on the road, at home,
and then in the Super Bowl.
No talent. It's like, yeah.
Like, it's nothing.
No,
it's not easy.
That's why Brady was viewed. How Brady was viewed, because it's like, bro, you're going to, like, how many of these you going to, and you're winning them? Like, not just going and look like you're actually winning them on repeat. Like, that's crazy. And it throws off how everybody views sports. We're like, yo, everybody's supposed to be able to do that. Like, why don't we have a guy that could just win it multiple times in a row? You're like, bro, do you know how hard that is? Do you know how crazy this is that we actually even witness this right now, man?
Bear Pod says, I always do a Moats time sing-along.
That was when we was doing our Gambler. All right. I gave y'all a little condensed version today. Like I said, man, I got to make sure I'm preserving the vocals. It's been a little bit of a rough little partying weekend with all of my squads getting dubs, and hopefully we can keep it going again this weekend, man. I got Saturday, Sunday, and I like it when they don't make me have to decide, when it's just 1 o'clock, 8 o'clock, or 4 o'clock, 1 o'clock, or Sunday, Monday, or Sunday, Thursday. Like, space me out, man.
I would like to see what game gets the preferential treatment whenever they're both at 1 o'clock.
Don't do that.
I need to be behind the scenes.
I've already answered this. When the game is at 1, I tap in on Steelers, okay? Because this is a Steelers channel, and we're going to do reactions on Steelers, okay? We're going to talk Steelers. But when we done, though, no, the game will get watched. I'll be watching like I ain't even seen it, like, put the phone right here. Even though I'm watching the whole time, we got a whole bunch. You know what I mean? I don't like it. It makes me real conflicted. I'm not a fan of it. Shout out to the NFL. They don't do that to me.
They got Sunday ticket.
Yeah, but
you want to buy that?
No. It's not an issue of access. It's an issue of, like, I don't have enough eyeballs. I can't. You know what I mean? Like, 2 eyeballs on one screen. Like, I got to be locked in because I'm looking at a lot. So now you can give me two. I ain't ready for that.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I don't like when they schedule move at the same time. And for the majority of the time, I'm good. They usually play even as night. They play like one night, and now we didn't got more night games too, so it's perfect now.
Yeah, we're gonna go on a run here in October.
Yep.
I think 3 night games out of the 4, and then the one that's not the night game, that's at 4:00.
Yeah.
That's the Raiders one. That should be fun. Bear Pod gifted a Mets membership to Lifted Ones.
Shout out to Bear Pod being a rock star life, paying it forward and lifted ones. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Dondre Zoe says James Daniel doesn't get enough credit or respect this year. He's number 1 in the PFF run blocking stat, and a year or 2 ago he was top in pass blocking. Is James elite?
I mean, James isn't he our highest paid offensive lineman? If I remember correctly, I think he's our highest paid offensive lineman. Yeah. James Daniels is a good player. I don't think we've ever said he wasn't a good player. I think at times last year he wasn't as consistent as we would have wanted him to be. But in terms of how he's playing this year, I like him. I mean, I really like what him and Zach Frazier have been doing. I think both of those guys have been playing pretty high-level football. I was watching more like intently those two guys, or just the O-line today, and I was really just like, whoa, the interior part, specifically Frazier and Daniels, I thought were moving a lot of people. Obviously, we know Spencer Anderson, he had some moments where he played well, but it's just, like I said, different expectation with him because we don't expect him to be on the level of the guy that's on his second contract, former, second round pick, I want to, or no, he was second round pick, to the Bears. And then obviously with Zach Frazier, another high end second round pick. Like, I don't expect Spencer to be like that, so I don't look at him the same way I look at JD and Frazier. But yeah, man, I thought that JD's been playing really well this year, man. And that's another part of why when you talk about Fields having a little bit more time, not feeling under duress all the time, I'm sure that feels very refreshing for him compared to where he was just at in Chicago. Then when you talk about even for Naji, it's like, man, seeing how James Daniels and Frazier, man, when they're combo blocking or even when they're single blocking on cutoffs or reaching, it's like these dudes win their one-on-ones a good amount of times, and they're doing an excellent job of climbing to that second level, getting to those linebackers, and just making it tough on the linebackers. That's the thing that I think with both of those guys specifically, man, they're doing really well.
Yeah, Daniels has been good for us. He's been an upgrade at the guard spot.
Nope.
Last year had a little bit of a down tick, but maybe he was hurt. Who knows what was going on? But I think he's back to normal and potentially even better than ever because I think he's got some better pieces around him, like a Zach Frazier.
Yeah.
And Broderick Jones, even though he had that bad little run-in against the Broncos.
Yeah, Broderick played well
The
last
right
week.
tackle,
well
actually, I
week,
think,
man.
has been playing pretty good. Like, Broderick played pretty good against the Falcons. And Fautanu played really good against the Broncos.
I would agree.
And Broderick had a good game last week. So I think that also helps Daniels, too, to have guys around him playing good. AJ Martinez says, AJ is here, and respect to all.
Shout out to AJ.
Greg Yeager, Cordell Patterson proved why we unfortunately should not pay Naji.
Ooh, all right. Explain. Let me hear it. Why? Because Cordell Patterson's been paid. He's not a regular guy. He's been paid. He got paid in Atlanta.
No, I see what he's saying in terms of just a little bit more of the top end speed that someone like him or Jalen Warren brings, like the contrast between them and Naji. I think the problem with Patterson though is his age.
I was gonna say, I was watching Naji for the first 3 quarters do the battering ram stuff.
Right.
Is Cordell doing that?
Right.
And, I like Cordell Patterson, man. I was a fan of him even in Atlanta and even in Minnesota when he was playing that kickoff return, man. Bad dude. But he ain't doing that. That's part of why Atlanta would struggle at times to run the ball. Because it's like, yo, you need a guy that can actually hit it in there. Like, he'll run in between the tackles, and he's explosive, which is why I think made him such a good back, and that's why Atlanta paid him. Because, remember, we even talked about bringing him over beforehand. That was, 3 years ago now? Yeah, we were like, yo, we like that about him. But we know that that's still the part of his game that when we talking about Naji, just watch Naji, even on the 3-yard run, on the 2-yard run. Like, watch how he is punishing defenders. And that's why when we talk about in the fourth quarter, these dudes don't really want to hit Naji anymore. And it's like, yo, he starts to heat up more and more later in the game.
Maybe that's why Patterson
And that's another part
pretty
of it.
good, too.
Yeah, he done already
They just don't
want to
hit period.
Yeah, it's like, bro, watch. Man, I'm looking at Denzel Perry, man. Denzel's a good player in this league. Been doing it for a long time. Man, I'm watching Naji. Denzel hit Naji at the daggone line of scrimmage. Naji went him. Bah, get up off me, man. Throw this man to the ground. So I'm like, oh my God, dog. Denzel, I know you good, bro.
It was almost like the Myles Garrett play a couple years ago.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, dudes don't want to keep doing that. Dudes don't want to keep hitting that. And that's what it looked like. So as the game goes later and later, they start thinking about it, taking them funny angles. You like, oh, you got creative with that one, huh? You made yourself get blocked. I get it. I ain't gonna say nothing. I get it, though. Yeah. So that's the only thing that I don't agree in the sense of Cordell making it where, oh, this is why we don't pay Naji. I think Naji's style is just different. Think Bernard Hopkins, if you're a boxing fan, a dude that was just super defensive. It wasn't going to be flashy, pretty hand speed, and I'm trying to knock everybody out. It's like, nah, he want to come on in here, but I'm going to counter you to death. My defense filthy. It's awkward when we fighting, but before you know it, oh, he done dropped him. Oh, he done beat him. Oh, how you done that? That's Naji to me, man. Naji game ain't flashy. It ain't pretty, but it's like, bro, it's effective as heck. It's productive as heck, and I do think it's like its own entity. It's like, I'm trying to find his comp that is like him, because typically with that style, it doesn't last. But we're seeing him now constantly available, constantly producing. I'm looking at, I mean, even think about what Cordell and Warren. Both of these guys have already experienced bumps and bruises a little bit for their various, positions. Now, it's not in the same extent of, oh, man, this guy, his shoulders jacked up, but it's like, yo, with the speed, with the little guys, they deal with the hammy stuff. Naji ain't really dealt with that type of stuff. We just finally seen Naji in the sling, and Coach T act like he ain't even, what? Who was you talking about again? He's what? No, we ain't worried about Naji. Good. It's like that, man. It's like the Terminator, bro. Keep coming, man. Shout out to Naji, man.
Yeah, maybe it's a different story if Patterson was
and he doesn't
26 and he's splitting the carries with Naji.
Yeah.
Patterson was getting all that work in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Like you said, after Najee was delivering all those hard hits on the Chargers and they were getting tired.
Is Najee ball security? I look at Najee holding that rock the same way when I think of L. Bell holding the ball. Them boys don't fumble. I'm not going to whip it. Them boys don't fumble. You know what I mean?
And then Jaylen Warren, there have been times where he's been splitting the carries with Najee, and he does look more explosive. But as we're seeing this year, he's banged up a little bit.
It's tough to do what Najee does. Like, we kind of take it for granted because, like I said, it's not sexy.
I do.
It doesn't win style points, but this is effective as heck, and it's a big reason why we build the offense the way that we do it. And I get why they were trying to even add that 4-7. It's like, man, with a steady run game, it takes pressure off of your quarterback. It makes it where he doesn't have to be the man the whole time. And that's why even when Ben left and Kenny was here and Kenny had his struggles up and down, it's like, we're still going to be in every game because you got this. This is a big part of offense, running the football. And it's like, it might not always feel sexy, but it's like, bro, to get 1,000 yards in the season, over it. It's like, that's consistency, man. And you got to respect it when you're playing against it. It just isn't scary. That's the part that I think, like,
and then particularly the first half of these last couple seasons, I just don't think Najee was running good. Now the O-line wasn't good either. He just didn't look right. At least this year he looks like Najee. Last year we thought it was healthy.
We was like, is it a health thing? We felt like the year before that it was more of an identity crisis. Like, you're trying to be little.
Well, yeah, that was true.
Yeah,
he tried to juke people and stuff, and Mitch was still in.
Yeah, it was like this weird, just you overthinking it, man. Like, just run behind your pass, bro. Whereas this year it's like he passed it all together. He has the identity, and he's healthy. And he has an O-line that's actually blocking a former quarterback that's been playing well. Yep. Receivers doing what they're supposed to do, and a coordinator that is actually highlighting the skill set that we currently have on offense, man.
Yeah, Arthur Smith loves this type of shit.
Bro, man, Arthur Smith's over there just, but I can't wait to call this one. Let me get 13 personnel real quick.
I think he doesn't even care if it's just 2 or 3 yards in the first quarter, second quarter. He's thinking about what it's going to mean for the fourth quarter.
Yep. He's like, how
am I setting up what we're going to look like in the fourth here, and how much the defense isn't going to want to tackle us.
It's like he's building upon it. Whereas, like I said, with Kennedy, it's more like I'm just trying to get the best call. I'm right here in the moment. Whereas with, like I said, Arthur Smith is just more so, it's a guy that's done it. It's a guy that's proven. It's a guy that understands like, yo, I'm here, but I'm setting this up. So in order to get to this, I need this, and this. And that's high level. That's when we talk Coach T. Coach T, man, I'm trying to get this. In order to get this, I need this to go. I need that there, and I need this here. We're going to show this the whole time, though. And you're like, oh, wow, I get your vision. So when you pay for that, you get that. We've decided to spend a little more, get a little guys in here, and we receiving the fruits of that labor right there, man. So shout out to the decision makers for bringing those guys in. But to me, man, I think that what Naji is doing, man, I think he's kind of unique in the sense of, like I said, it's not pretty, but the effectiveness does bring a lot of value to this team and gives him value with this team.
Mike Hood says, salute all the goats in the chat, driving and listening in. Calm down, Deke. Didn't even ask about being QB1. He saluted Three's leadership. Salute you two. Okay, good.
Okay. I like that. Yeah, it was a little nervous. Can't be having him tripping out, you know? Don't need that.
I wouldn't expect that from Cam's podcast. And just even with how Fields has handled himself all the way up to this point, I wouldn't expect him to be making any headlines or drama. It's just, you get it, dude. You get it, right?
I'm with you, bro.
When you're winning, people want to talk about you. People want to talk to you. You get on podcasts, get out there more in the media.
They name you AFC Offensive Player of the Week all of a sudden. Yep, I'm with you.
I mean,
won't want none of that. Keep it. I'm with you.
There's a human nature element to all this stuff.
Hey, leave all that attention over there. Put it over there on that guy. You want to talk about that guy? Yep.
Yeah, it could get to your head. Like it's not out of the realm of possibility. When you're talking throughout the week of how good you've been playing,
everybody
you're not as locked in for the week coming up or the weeks coming up.
Everybody telling you how great you were.
Yeah, yeah. T Starf. Most importantly, shout out to 8. Yeah, Kenny.
I was like, oh, that's a Kenny shout out.
It's either him or Maddox.
Okay.
Those would be the two number 8s that come to mind.
Shout out to 8. Yeah, I was about to say, I can't think of any other 8s. Next, I was about to say Troy Aikman. Yeah.
Bearpaw, JPJ, how did it feel to give... Oh, he's asking this question to JPJ.
Dang.
Yeah, we
did ask
talked about this. He said, how did it feel to have given OBJ his welcome out of the NFL moment? LOL.
Oh, he said he wished he would have said it.
I'm glad we got clarification that he didn't say that.
Yeah. Oh, they said the punter is 8. Talk about Corliss.
Is he? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Shout out to Waitman. And then Melvin Ingram was 8. Yeah, shout out to Avery Jones. I see you, baby. Waitman has been balling. I'm with you. Waitman got the big boy leg. Yeah. Definitely doing his name, man.
AJ Martinez says JPJ, future Hall of Famer and Super Bowl champ.
Need it. Speak it into existence, baby. Love it. First get the All-Pro, though. Well, now we got some single-digit options.
Well, I think he's right. If you get an All-Pro with the number, I think you just got to stick with it.
Low-key. Because now it's good luck, right?
It's like Minka. He picked 39. I don't think he wanted 39. But
when was he in Miami anyways?
What? I don't remember. I was 20-something maybe.
It's like 27 maybe or 20? Yeah, 29. It was 29.
Yeah, I don't think he particularly wanted 39 up here. But he picked it, and he was doing amazing with it.
Yeah.
So you just stick with it. You almost become the number if you're playing good with it.
Yeah. Shout out to Bust Down. Shout out to X Concepts. Theo Bueno. They said it was 29 down in Miami. See, I won. Yeah. Did you say, all right, I can't get 29? Let me get 39 now.
Yeah, it is kind of a stank number.
It low key
for a safety in particular.
He makes it look cool, but it's stank.
Yeah. Willie P made 39 cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 39 for a running back's not. That's actually
stank.
Bad too.
Yep,
it's just a bad number.
39 is a weird. Certain numbers like you don't want that number.
But it worked for Willie P. It works for Minka. Yeah, if you play good in it, you almost make the number.
39 look good. Yeah, my little man be wearing his little 39 color rush. I'd be like, you clean in that? That look good. Shout out to Minka. Like, yeah, What was he in college? Wasn't he? He was like 29 in college too, wasn't he?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
He might have been single digit in college.
Why did he choose 39? That's a good question.
Avery Jones says Cam Kelly had 29.
Yeah. Oh, so Cam Kelly had 29. But yeah, he was 29 in college. I thought he was. Yeah, shout out to Bust Down Theo Doobie Mills. Yeah. I was like, football right? Yeah. Well, yeah, we got to ask him one day. Get him on the show. Like, yo, what's up with your number, bro? How did we get here? 39, 29. Like, you like them numbers? Them numbers don't seem cool. Not for that position. You would think like 21, 24, or single digit. Teens.
Yeah, 29's not bad, but 39's worse. It's cool though. He made it cool.
It's like when
Play good, you make it cool.
It's like when I see Marlon Humphrey at the 40 joint. The 40, was it the
44?
44? I'd be like, oh, why you want to do that? But he making it look like less awkward because, that's Marlon Humphrey. He wore the 44. Like, it's all right.
Brother 92, driving through Florida, enjoying this fine weather. Stay safe, everyone.
Nah, shout out. Definitely stay safe. Hopefully your wipers are working. All right. And the roads are accessible and working in your favor.
Justin Gordon says, what's good, fellas? Happy to catch a live.
Shout out.
Hey, Moats, can you elaborate on the Shiloh Sanders at practice? I'm high on him and the Steelers. I wanted them to draft him.
No, without a doubt, man. So, this would have been, I want to say it was either 15 or 2016. Because I know by then I already had the contract. That's what I do remember. I was like, I already had that because I felt really confident in being out there. And you ain't supposed to be, for non-Steelers stuff, you better go to your room or go eat. You know what I mean?
Were you doing podcasts at that point?
Not at all. But I was spending some money, so I felt good about my life. I was like, we in a good space right now. If it went bad, we all right, okay? So I was kind of in that headspace. But Shiloh had came up to visit AB. You know what I mean? And they were all just staying up, same spot. Training camps. It was always cool. Like he would be around, nothing crazy, but. With Shiloh, this is around the time where they had, I forgot the clip, but it showed him press man-to-man coverage, and he jumped. He basically pressed the dude, and he jumped him. And when he jumped him, man, I'm talking, the kid never got off the line. He pushed him like 20 yards back, and of course, like everybody's going nuts. So the video goes viral, right? So this had just dropped. So everybody's kind of like, oh, Shiloh's the boogeyman. You know what I mean? Like not only can he play offense, but he also is a lockdown corner and his prime son. So, of course, he comes on up and Lil Peasy always up here, always training. We see him every day like, all right, yeah. And we like, he played corner, but he also played receiver in high school. So, of course, they're like, you got to set the matchup up. So, AB, do what he do. Practice is done. Everybody's gone. Fans are out. He sets the matchup up because Lil Peasy would always work out afterwards. Coach Thomas be out there working out too. And they got to get in the reps going. And it was multiple one-on-ones, offense reps, defense reps. And from the jump, Lil Peasy was after him, bro. For the jump. Peasy was out there. Everybody props, beat him with the chest. Yeah! It was that vibe, bro. It was insane though, man. But it was one of the ones where like some people was nervous because the clip of Lil Shiloh murdering this boy, it was like, the camera's gonna be out there because AB had his camera dude, Shiloh had there's gonna be cameras out there, bro. And we was kind of like, this is the big time hype matchup versus like, we rock with Peasy, but don't nobody know about him because he's not loud like that. But when it went down, Peasy Johnny did his thing, man.
Okay.
Absolutely did his thing. We was all, like I said, Peasy, big boy smiles. We got the meetings that night, Peasy. Hey. Because he was like, if your son lose, we was all like, if your son lose, we're going to kill you in here, right? I'm telling you now, we're going to kill you. It's a wrap. If he get anything on to Peasy, I'm telling you, like, that's what we kept saying. It was like, and that social media was still popping, so it was like, the video's going to get out. But we always like, hey.
Did it ever get out?
I don't think it did because of how bad, like I said, bro, it didn't go the way they thought it was going to go. We'll put it like that. It was a lot of conversations that took place prior to the matchups. And after the matchups, it wasn't a lot of conversation going on afterwards. All right. It was, we see that big boy smile that you be seeing Peasy have, right? It was that. All right. The same way you see JPJ, it was that. And everything was good. And that's what we was like, got one of them ones, Peasy. You got one of them ones, P. So, shout out. But that was that whole thing, man. But it was a vibe because obviously, man, we knew like, Shilow's a big deal though, man. Like the name at the time, like it was hot. It was hot. But it was good to see like, he can match up with that.
So Peasy had no guys in his corner filming.
Nah.
So AB was on Shiloh's side.
Hey, look. That was he knew him. That was his man. So he was like, all right, bro, it's dope. I was low key just hyping like, oh, I love your daddy. I know prom. Can he pull up? You know what I mean? Like that's what I want to see. Yeah. But it was just like, yo, this is crazy. Like, yo.
So everyone's got
proms,
the footage was on Silas.
Yeah, it was like, you know why I go, bro.
No one was out there filming for JPJ.
You know how I go, bro.
Damn.
You know how I go. Let Shiloh have birthed him. Let him have got up off of him. Hey, that clip be everywhere, all right? Just know, the clip would be viral. And we all said what we said, Peasy. You know the headline gonna read, prom son washes Peasy son. You know that's what he was gonna say. We was killing him. He was like, hey, man. So it was really good. It made life a lot easier on him. And it made it fun for us. Because now we was like, oh, all right. It's like, yo, he legit. So, yeah. And after that, we started going to the games. We was like, oh, all right, go see, watch the high school game, bro.
That's some mental toughness training right there.
Yeah, seriously, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you can see how, just even from the interview, how he's built for this.
Yeah, like, he said it, man. My dad told me at an early age, like, yo, with this day, this would go with that. It was like, you could just hear how he's handling it. But shout out to his pops, man. That whole don't fall in love in the draft, man.
He got a phone.
He got a phone. That's crazy. If I'd had a phone, D, they couldn't tell me nothing. I thought, bro, them flying me all the way out to San Fred, bro. Oh, that whole Singletary. Oh, Deke, he called my mom, my dad, and my high school coach. My high school coach. We sucked in high school, Deke. Most games I won in high school since was 4. And we thought we were rock stars when that happened, man. You feel me?
And that's Singletary, too.
It's single. I was like, oh, my God. He got up and showed me his linebacker stance while I was in my linebacker stance in a 3-piece suit in his office. And I'm like, oh, this dude's crazy. I'm like, oh, I love it. It's crazy, though. I'm like, yo, of course they going to take me, bro. What? How you not going to take me? And they took Navarro Bow. I'm like, ew, what? I hate y'all. Y'all you're terrible. So, yeah, shout out to Peasy passing that nugget down, man. If I'm ever in that position, I'm going to pass the same nugget. Hey, yo, don't fall low. Just take it one at a time, all right? Just take it one at a time. It's real, man. All right. And Pixel Bros, I did see you shouting out my shirt. I seen some of y'all shouting out my shirt, man. Shout out to the McDonald's, man, in the building, all right? You know what I mean? A little OG vibe with a little 98. I wish I knew off the top of the head where I got it from. I didn't, though. My wife had got it from me. Actually, she surprised me. It was, when we just in here? Was that? It was Monday. It had to be Monday show.
We were here Tuesday, too.
That's what it was, Tuesday. Yeah, so when we got done on Tuesday show, she had surprised. She was like, I got something for you, you know? And I was like, oh, so I had to wait. I was like, I ain't wearing this on no non-show day, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I got put on for Bay. Let her know, like, hey, Big Daddy like when you get me gifts, okay? And I'm easy to please, D. I don't want much. Give me a couple shirts here or there, you know what I mean? Some cool little socks. You know, I don't need much. That's it. I'm going to take care of the rest, you know. Shit, man, just, you know, on occasion, man. So she was thinking of me. So shout out to wifey. Yeah, hey, hit the like button one time for love, okay? For wifey copying me a shirt, all right? And subscribe if you're new to the channel, okay? Shout out to the lovers in the building.
Thomas Dowdy this
Deke,
year.
You still in love, Deke? Who you getting married to, man? I know you was at the wedding, bro. You got married again this weekend? What's up, man? Yeah, what are you going to this weekend too, huh?
I think I got one next month at some point.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Nothing this month.
What color are we wearing? What's your thing for your wedding?
I don't know. I got to get a suit for.
Oh, now you get a suit
the
for
other
your
wedding.
Okay.
I might get a nice suit. I'm in need of a nice suit actually. I need a splurge.
Most time when you get married, you should be in a suit, right?
I was in the wedding, so you know I got the rental and everything. But yeah, I need to get a nice suit. Been a minute since I've done some suit shopping.
It's all right, Deke.
Doing
We're
it for
gonna
me.
find out. We're gonna find
I'm
out
doing
one
it
time.
for me. It's for no one else.
Now you want to wear suits. You used to just, you know, drink White Claws and wear balling shorts. Now you talking about I want to wear suits. Huh. Have you ever had broccoli and asparagus? Like, bro, what is this, bro?
Is that how old Deke showed up the wedding a couple years ago?
I'm just saying, bro. Old Deke would have had them pit shorts, some flip flops,
to a wedding?
the white socks, yes, and a pit polo. It'd have been the polo.
Honestly, yeah.
And that's how you would have pulled up, bro.
I think that's how people would have wanted me to pull
that's
up.
how you would have pulled up. And if
Yeah.
it was cold, you would have had your pea coat. Yeah, that's how you would have pulled up, bro. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden you talk about, yeah, man, I need to cop me a suit. Like, bro, a suit? Dude, when you start, you bougie now, bro. Hey. You probably have like afternoon walks and drink tea and stuff, bro. That'd be like you when I grew up, man.
Wouldn't mind getting a couple suits actually.
Jeez. Guess I need some
I just need
cameos.
one. I just need one for this because I think my next wedding won't be until next year. I think that's really the only time I'm wearing suits though. So maybe just one will do. As long as people don't call me out for repeating it.
Man, listen, you Deke, bro. Ain't nobody saying that about you, man. You good. I was just like, man, I just can't believe this. I'm like, yo, what happened to the bowling shorts with the white socks and flip flops, bro? Like, I don't think I've seen you in flip flops past 6 months, bro. It's crazy. It's been hot all summer. You ain't had your toes out. You ain't had no size. Like, yo, you be coming in here like with fits on, bro. Like, yeah. You got somebody on your mind, Deke. I'm gonna find out one of these days.
I was
somebody
wearing
on your mind, bro.
shorts to the Steeler games in
Catch
like
what I'm saying?
December.
Mm-hmm.
J's on, beanie cap, had the glasses, beard.
Mm-hmm. Talking about this pizza is hot. It could be a hand warmer.
Yeah,
God.
That one made the rounds. Huh?
Yeah, man.
That one got out there. That one did pretty well numbers wise.
Yeah, man. Just crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to the evolution of Deke, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to the evolution over here, man.
Some people aren't gonna want to make that shout out. They miss the old Deke.
Say, yo, we like the other one. No. We shout out to this version, man.
Thomas Dowdy says, this year I'm looking at film and not stats.
Ooh.
And was wondering what balance is needed to, in quotes, good with media if we don't need to run our entire playbook. I'm not sure what he's asking.
I was wondering what balance is needed. Maybe he's saying he's wondering what balance is needed because that's what I guess like what he puts in air quotes with the good media is saying, that we need to be more balanced. But I look at it like this, man. We're different. We're very different in our approach. Do you watch us? We have a very physical brand of football that isn't glamorous. We're trying to run the football 30 plus times in a game. We want to out physical you and just be the team that's the last man standing, so to speak, man. So kind of what Deke was talking about with the Arthur Smith element of he doesn't care that it's a 2 or 3 yard run right now. He's knowing what this is going to account for later on in the game. That matters. You also think Coach Tomlin, right? And some people talk about why he's aggressive but not aggressive enough. Man, why don't we try to do more things offensively? And his approach is also defensive minded. I'm not going to make the mistake. I'm going to allow you to make the mistake. I'm going to keep just tightening that rope a little bit. Just keep tightening it. And eventually you're going to be the one to make that mistake. And, you know, the rest is history. And when you think about his approach and how many one-score games he's had and how much success he's had in those, I think that's the part that makes us very different than what another team might be trying. And for the national media, if you're not watching it and following to that extent, you're going to think, or even to good media, quote unquote, you're going to look more from a global standpoint and say, well, when I look around the league, the majority of the teams that are good throw the football. The majority of the teams, they score a little bit more points. The majority of the teams, they have a little bit more of a balance because they, you know, are more pass first, whereas we are definitely more run first. Other teams are more light personnel. They want 3 wide receivers on the field. Man, we play a lot of snaps where it's 1 wide receiver on the field, or you might not even have wide receiver. They might just put all them tight ends out there with Naj, or they'll have Naj Warren and tight ends, and they'll play it like that. Or they're using Cordell Patterson as the cheat code. I mean, it's times where it's like, yo, okay, you got Najee, Cordell Patterson, then it's Connor Hayward, Darnell Washington, and you're like, okay, between Najee, Cordell, Connor, and Darnell, who's who? You know what I'm saying? Who's the tight ends? Who's the receivers? Oh, and I'm going to put Pat Frymouth out there. What personnel grouping is that? How do I match up to that? That's the thing that Arthur Smith is doing. That's the thing that we do as a team, and that's part of why we don't get focused on like what they call like balanced, if that is kind of how you saying it. You know, I think of it that way. It's like we don't have to be, you know, throwing it more. When we're doing that type of stuff, it creates weird matchups, and then it creates situations where we're able to run the ball and be physical. And so far, so good, 3-0. And offenses keep getting better. Offense has kept getting better each and every week, scoring more points as well, man.
828 Style says he's going to make the Gambler song his ringtone.
Hey, now. Hey, I'm going to have to redo you then, man. Get real loud one time.
He also says, I pray that this is not a Tomlin game.
I mean, we've had 3 Tomlin games in a row. Yeah. Tomlin victory in Atlanta, Tomlin victory in Denver, and then we had a Tomlin victory versus the Chargers. What are you talking about? I love these Tomlin games, man. I'm all for Tomlin games, baby. All for. All right. Also, let me get this one real quick. Justin Gordon, said earlier. He says, I think Shiloh would be a perfect Steelers type strong safety. I do agree 100%. That was the other part, man. We saw him playing corner and trying to play wide receiver. Him at safety, especially how he's been looking at Colorado. We know he's hurt right now, but I think he does an excellent job of tracking the football, not just in the air, but I'm talking that run game, man, finding the right angles. And I think he's a pretty good tackler too, man, which is kind of surprising when you think about who his Pops is. Pops ain't do that. Businesses, we do all that tackling. You know what I mean? But it was like, yo, Shiloh really hitting. So I actually think he would be a very, very nice piece if we were to draft that, man. So shout out to that. How crazy would that be, though?
Yeah.
That would be a full circle of full circles right there. Holy smokes. Oof. That'd be crazy.
Boomman318 says people will value Naji more when he's gone. I've been saying paying Naji for years. I remember how it was before him. The guy is constant.
Facts, man. Always available, always dependable, always reliable, ball security. Like I say, it's Terminator, but just bing, 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 bing. Just keep going.
Ethan Leach, by week 12, if we're at 10-2, do you resign Fields before he potentially leads a run? Or do you wait to be 100% sure? Much love, positive vibes to all.
Shout out to Ethan. Unfortunately or fortunately for the Pittsburgh Steelers, they already have a self-imposed rule that they do not negotiate contracts of any sort during the regular season, or contract extensions during the regular season. So, yeah, even if I would like that to potentially have been the case, I mean, we just know that they don't do that. And they still stand on
and
that.
I like that rule.
Yeah.
I would say no here.
Me too.
Yeah, I would say no. Just finish it out.
I would
You know,
agree.
if we got to pay the extra however amount because we do go on a run,
be it.
exactly. I could live with that.
Yeah. And from personal experiences, man, of going through multiple contract negotiations, it sucks if you got to do it during the season, man, because their job is to say things that are going to save them money. Your job is to say these are going to make you money, and it can get pretty testy. And you don't want to incentivize or make a person not have the same incentive to want to show up to work and produce, because you tell them that, hey, man, I don't see you like that. I see you like this. Like, I just think that, you know, we doing a good job with that. We do a real good job.
That's a good rule.
Let the beef happen in February, man. Yeah, let the I hate yous. Let the, hey, oh, it's like that. Well, don't talk to me no more. Let that happen in early March. Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything we've really missed out on by using this rule.
I would agree. We was going to pay these people that we were going to pay anyways.
Yeah.
Or we weren't going to pay them anyways. So it's like, all right, if you were going to commit the money, you can commit it. Like, you're going to save how many millions if you pay him today versus if you pay him then? Okay, you don't think he thinks about that too? Maybe he says, well, I'm not going to sign this deal right now because I know what you're trying to do. So it's like that, man. But shout out, like I said, shout out to the Steelers for that rule, for better or worse.
Dondre Zoe, should Mike T be considered in Coach of the Year this early, considering where we were projected, last in the division?
I mean, I think so, but I think that's the case every year. I just think for Coach Tomlin, because of who he is, it has to be, you know, one of them crazy 14 wins or 13 wins for him to realistically have a shot, because he's already viewed as like a great coach. I just think that it's kind of like even with Belichick. It's like you get to that point of, all right, we know who you are, respect the heck out you. Man, give it to somebody else. All right, who's somebody that we don't know that's, you know, 12 wins, 13 wins. Like who's the next Kevin Stefanski, right? We didn't see him get 2 Coach of the Year awards, man.
I think the field stuff and the quarterback stuff is going to help him.
It can help him. It definitely can.
Yeah.
It's loud enough.
That's been driving the narrative in the storyline.
Yeah.
And we're 3-0. Who would be the hot name right now? Who would be the trendy name?
I don't know. Because last year it was what, D'Amico?
It would be the Vikings for sure.
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
O'Connell.
What about Tampa too?
But
man?
I think Tomlin has just as good of a case as O'Connell right now.
Yeah. Who's down in Tampa?
Bulls.
Yeah.
2-1.
And he has the Baker resurgence.
Sirianni with the Eagles are 2-1. Sala with the Jets could get interesting.
Low key if they go on enough of a run.
Although Rodgers will probably get all that credit.
You know he will. Trying to think.
LaFleur with Willis. That's a good one right now.
I can see that. Oh man, let me think.
Yeah, those are probably the top 4 or 5. Dennis Allen with the Saints. They got to keep it up. He's a boring guy. I don't think anyone's eager to give him Coach of the Year.
What about Harbaugh?
But they got to go on a crazy run.
Shoot, either one actually. Yeah.
If Herbert was healthy, I think things could start getting weird for him here.
Okay.
Yeah, if they win without Herbert a couple games and they're able to finish with like double-digit wins, he'll be in the conversation.
Yeah. I just think of how he's already a loud name because of what he just did collegiately. Then he comes up and it's like, oh, all right, you're actually winning out the gate too.
Greg Yeager.
They'll give him a pass on the loss too since Herbert got hurt. You know they're gonna give him that. Oh, it's all right.
Yeah, let's see what he does without him.
Mm-hmm.
He says Naji is good, but not special. Steelers don't do that.
Not special. I don't know. I'll say it like this, man. Not special. How many of them are in terms of the league, right? Special running backs. Handful of dudes. Barkley, McCaffrey, Kamar, Jacobs.
I don't even know if I throw Jacobs in there. Henry.
Okay.
Like I don't view like Jacobs or Taylor as like special. I think they're just
really good.
Solid. Yeah, really solid. Like they don't have defining features or stuff that really just sticks out and sets them above. When I think of McCaffrey,
I'm like, that's scary. When I think of Kamara, I'm like, that's scary. When I think of Saquon, I'm like, that's scary. Henry, scary. Yeah.
They're just really, really good.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah, there's not too many guys.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, so what I'm basically saying is this, man. If you're only going to pay special players, right, or special running backs, it's like, yo, no one will ever get paid. That ain't the case. You got to pay dudes. Ramondre Stevenson, we talked about how much is he getting. Would you take Ramondre over Naji, right? That's already letting you know, like, yeah, he's special enough. And I think the Steelers do understand that. Hence the reason why they're using him as much as they're using him early on this year as well, because not only, you know, do you want to maximize the value out of it, but he's also the most consistent and productive running back that we have. And since he's come into the NFL, that's what he's been to the Pittsburgh Steelers. We talk about the other special backs, and part of the criticism with them is their availability, along with the consistency at times because of how health has impacted some of those dudes and their lack of availability. So that's kind of the argument when it comes to Naji versus the field, right? Or versus the special group. McCaffrey was the guy we were saying was kind of like a little bit of an outlier because of his availability after he left Carolina, because once again in Carolina, he was banged up. We're seeing him this year, he's banged up. He can get to elite levels, though, and we know that's the part that with him, we're like, yo, we'll take it. And that's the part where I say with Saquon, it's like, man, I think he's so elite that, man, I'll take it for just this many games. But it ain't a lot of them dudes that we're going to say that about. And I think Naji is in that next tier of dudes where you're just like, how do you not say that's not a dope as heck running back right now, man? Because he don't go 80, but it's like all the guys that we say are dope running backs, they can't do what he do. They can't give you that consistent 1,000. They can't give you that consistent ball security. So it's like, which one do you want more of? And I think with the Steelers, man, I think they're going to lean Naji's way, man. And
based off history, Naji should be getting better as the season goes on. I expect this week to be his best week yet.
I would agree, man.
Thomas Dowdy says, I think we are pretenders, not contenders.
Okay. Well, it is still early. It's just 3 games in. And for the people that are skeptics about the success, I get it. You played Atlanta week 1, Kirk fresh off of the Achilles. This is the first game back. Yeah, got you. All right, Denver, rookie quarterback. Chaos, got you. All right. Justin Herbert, he gets hurt at halftime, or he gets hurt in the beginning of the third. All right, cool. So for the people that are like that, I could definitely understand that. I look at it and just say, man, all you can do is pass the test that's put in front of you. And so far, so good. So we'll see about this week.
Yeah, as long as we don't have a Tomlin loss this week, we're on the right path.
So that's my thing. We got 3 Tomlin wins. So let's keep it going.
Thomas Dowdy, Harbaugh sucks. He blamed Muth for Derwin being suspended.
That's wild. I did see the play. Low key, I felt like the Warren hit was worse than the Muth hit though, because I saw it even like I said when they threw the flag for that hit actually in the game. I don't know. I felt like the Warren hit was to me more of a like headshot, whereas this is like.
Did he even hit Warren in the head?
I felt like it was like in the jaw. It felt like that.
Yeah. It's just Warren is so small.
Small,
like,
yeah. But it was like
Stuff
in
to
the little
toe.
alley. It was like it looked like he hit him in the jaw. Whereas with the move is like catch and turn around, dude on him, and he's just kind of like I felt like just I'm coming in here. I'm a big dude. I'm hitting high. Like yo, let's go. And he just caught move. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I said it was a good football play. But once again, I'm old school, so yeah. I'm gonna just preface that. Yeah, move got up. No harm, no foul. Pretty good.
How about this? Ethan Leach says PFF has a new stat.
Hey now.
This one's in the Steelers' favor, though, in TJ's favor.
There we go.
Where
there
they
we
say
go. There we
TJ's
go.
being chipped at 44.05%. The next guy being chipped at that clip is Jonathan Cooper at 22.86%.
You know who that is? We just talked about him, right?
Denver.
Mm-hmm. It's all about hot, man. He hot right now.
Yeah.
Why you think we chipped him? You see, all right.
Yeah, he's all right.
All right.
Myles Garrett.
You don't like new people. I get you. You don't like new people. Unless they play for the Steelers. If he played for the Steelers,
Nah,
you be telling me, hey, man, all right, I like this one a lot.
He's all right.
Yeah.
Justin Fields evaded his rush pretty easily.
Uh-huh.
Miles
How'd he get back there?
Uh-huh.
He got back to...
Oh, that was
All
Broderick
right.
Jones, not...
Oh,
or who was that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Was it foul time? I can't remember. They
No.
didn't pick up the assignment.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it was.
Okay.
You
Mm-hmm.
got to pick up the assignment.
Yeah. I'm glad we don't play him twice. I'm just saying, man, we got up out of that. Everything's good. Go on about your business. Now go back doing what you do. Man.
Myles Garrett at 18.29%, which is 7th. How do you feel about this?
I think it's appropriate. All three of those dudes that you just listed win a ton of one-on-ones. So you might want to chip
That's
them.
insane, though.
Yeah.
TJ at 1 is 2 times more than the second. Like, literally doubled.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because I get with Miles being a 4-3 DN, sometimes it's different in terms of how you might want to approach that. Whereas with TJ being an outside linebacker, because he's standing up, the movement with it, it's like, all right, you feel like you can attack him a little bit differently with the chip. But, I mean, I think it's more so just respect to those dudes, man. You know TJ Watt, though. It's like, yo, you're not going to single block him. And a lot of times, who is he? Like, which side of the field is he on, that right tackle? If we say, man, going into the game, that the left tackle supposed to be that dog, supposed to be able to stand on his own, I'm going to make sure that I give this dude some help. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. And when you don't, you're an idiot, especially when it's TJ Watt out there. So I think of it like that more so than anything. I think it's, like I said, it's a respect factor to all those dudes. But Jonathan Cooper, not on the same level as TJ Watt, right?
No.
Cooper plays on that side, though, as well. So it's like he's making enough noise that they're starting to chip him. Miles plays on that left side. So if this is your dog tackle, the same way when Herbig was cooking off on or Rashawn Slater, they ain't put no tight end over there. The expectation is, hey, bro, you're the guy. You're supposed to win this one-on-one. I think you're getting some of that. But as long as you kicking butt and dominating, it don't matter. Heck yeah, it's like
no matter what, that's
it's
an
impressive,
insane
man.
clip. 44.05%.
It's impressive, bro.
The second guy's at 22, and then Myles Garrett at 18. I'd still, 25% more than Myles
Absolutely.
Garrett. That's crazy, man. TJ still putting up numbers.
Like I said, I'm with you. I just know how people going, like the football people will break that down that way though, because your right tackle is not as good as your left tackle. I can't send help to my left tackle if you're the $100 million left tackle. You better win your block, man. Right guy gotta help you out. I'm supposed to think to help you first.
I think
That's typically how it is.
last week was a unique situation though with the
I'm with you,
Chargers,
yes.
given that it was Joe
Very
Alt
true.
and Slater. They
Very true.
invested even higher draft
see
capital
what I
in
mean?
Joe Alt versus
Yeah.
Slater, and they still had help over there for him.
Yeah, because it's like, yo, the left is supposed to be the best one out. And that's why it was
But
like,
in their case, it might be Alt. It probably will be
Yeah.
Alt long term.
yeah, I mean, both of them dudes got a chance though. In terms
Yeah,
of
either
Slater,
I don't
both of them
know
got
if
a
they're
chance.
gonna
Yeah.
keep them like that or if they're gonna flip them next season or what.
Yeah,
If they're gonna do the Steelers approach of having them be all versatile and
Yeah.
shit, but
that's real.
which is crazy though. You draft Alt like number 5.
Right.
You'd like to think you put him at left tackle.
It's like, bro,
but
put him- this-
Slater is that good. I thought Slater was more built for right tackle though to begin with.
He is built for right, but that's why they say he has a chance to be a generational left because he has the size of a right, but the feet of a left. That's like when you looked at the cat that's in Baltimore before he started getting banged up. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to blame, man. Orlando Brown came in after him. Stanley. Yeah, so it's like you look at those big body dudes. Typically, the big body guys are right tackles. Your long, linear, almost look like power forward basketball players are your left tackles.
And we got it flipped here with
Fautanu and Dan and yeah. Mm-hmm. But that's the thing though. It's like so even with that, I think that's also why it took TJ some time to kind of get like the big time respect that people give pass rushers because it was like, yo, you're going against the right, whereas traditionally the best pass rusher goes against the best tackle, which is on the left side. But I love it though, man, because he balling. Like, hey, make him respect it, and that's the thing.
Now, Von Miller did get a ton of respect, but the thing is, with Miller, is they were making those playoff runs. He ended up winning the Super Bowl. Yeah.
And he was Super Bowl MVP, so you're like, oh, that's a complete game changer. But he also had DeMarcus Ware, who, as a pass rusher, that's a Hall of Famer. So it's like, bro, you don't get to hey man, DeMarcus will always rush the left tackle. Like in Dallas, you know what time it is. So I looked at it kind of like that, like, yo, you respecting the OG, you let the OG get the left tackle. And the same even when it was in Baltimore, we had Terrell Suggs and Elvis Dumerville. Doom would still be on that right side because Suggs over there. You like, bro, that's Suggs. He get that dog. But if Suggs ain't out there, that's Dumerville, man. He gonna get the left tackle. That's now we look. Debo, you get that one.
Thomas Dowdy says, I'm just trying to clear up my first chat. The media thinks we're fake, but we are not. YouTube Super Chats can be hard to type at times.
No, respect on that, man. I can see that. They don't want to believe us, man. I'm glad that he believes in us. They don't want to believe in us.
I think it's a mixed bag. There's some people that got us in like the top 5 of their power rankings. And then there's others where I see us at like 15, and they got teams with 2 losses ahead of us.
That's kind of crazy.
Hey, yeah, I'm seeing some extremes right now.
We're going to make them respect us, Deke. So we're going to make them respect us, baby.
Greg Yeager asks, why didn't the Steelers pick up Naji's option?
Well, we said at the time it didn't make sense. But also at the time, Ramondre Stevenson didn't have his contract done either. So I'll say this, man. If the Steelers don't pay him, which is very much a possibility, I think Naji's going to be fine. The same way you look at how James Conner's situation worked out. And we know what it felt like when James left and we didn't have Naji here. Hence the reason why we went and drafted Naji in the first round when everybody said you don't draft running backs in the first round. So I'm assuming that they're not going to do something like that again. But hey, we'll see, man. And if that is the case, I hope it works out well for us. But I think for Naji, he's going to get paid regardless, man. Whether that's here or elsewhere. Because what he brings. And the consistency and the availability with it, man. Like I said, it's not glamorous. But in terms of effective NFL games, it's a big reason why he's been out there for a lot of our success, man. You need to run the football, and that's what he does at a very high level, man. He's very consistent with it.
Justin Watson says QBs can see TJ coming and still get sacked.
And that's the part that does make it unique for him, man, and we like that. That's why TJ is still, like I said, viewed very highly, and it's changed how we would even talk about pass rushers because typically, or from a traditional standpoint, you don't talk about the guy that's cooking the right tackle because typically those guys aren't the best pass rusher. Typically that's the second best guy because second best offensive lineman. But TJ has done such a phenomenal job at that. That's why it's like, yo, it doesn't even matter when you're talking about him specifically. So that's the part where it just piggybacks of, yeah, he's still getting the sacks. They can see him coming and all this other stuff. It's like, yo, that's the reason why we like, yo, respect. But it's also like, yo, he's done torched so many dudes. It's like, it's kind of like with J.J. Watt. At times, people would feel like, yo, J.J. always gets the best matchup. You look at how they would move from around the line of scrimmage right on defense. But it's like, bro, when you're cooking to the extent that you cooking, it's like, bro, it don't matter. Like, man, he can line up on the weakest guard every time. It don't matter because he is winning and not just winning, he's getting home and finishing it. He ain't get the pass rush win rate. He's actually getting sacks. Shout out to dudes that actually get sacks, man. Shout out to dudes that actually finish the play.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Shout out.
TJ's brother got the credit that he deserved, but TJ doesn't get the credit that he deserves.
It's nuts, man.
It's a shame.
It's nuts, bro.
All right, that's it for the supers right now.
Alrighty. So let's get into these. We got, think what, 2 topics left. All right. So talk a little preview. Take a sip. And then I get it going. You want to go first, or you want me to go first, man?
Yeah, what do you want me to go over?
All right. Let's talk strengths, weaknesses.
Okay.
Get that part first. Yeah.
Strengths for the Colts?
Mm-hmm.
Not many at this point. I like Jonathan Taylor.
Shout out to Jonathan Taylor, man.
He's having a pretty good year. I like the receivers. I mean, Alec Pierce is having a little bit of a breakout season. Found a nice connection with Richardson. Michael Pittman, obviously, he's a Pro Bowl type receiver, 1,000-yard type receiver. He's been good. Josh Downs just came back last week. So they got a nice little receiving core. A.D. Mitchell is their 4th guy, dude they picked in the 2nd round.
That's
Texas, not
right?
bad. Yeah. I saw him drop a pass in one of these games. Like, obviously, he's not ready to supplant any of their top 3 receivers, but I think they got a good little receiving core, especially Pierce. Like, he fits with Richardson and Richardson's play style as a deep threat.
You see the production on him this year too, man.
Yeah, he is. He's their number 1 receiver.
Yep.
No one really would have expected that. Man, that might be it for their strengths. You could say Richardson's talent and his ability to have an explosive play, throw one deep, throw one in a tight window, but with him, there's the pluses and the minuses. So maybe I'll talk about the weaknesses when we get to that point. And I guess their line's all right, but their line ain't the same as what it was 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah, I don't think their defense is good at all.
Okay. Is that where you ending it, or you got more on the positive side?
No, that's it.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah, I would say Anthony Richardson's talent or his ability to have an explosive play, running ability. Throw all that in there and into one, and then Jonathan Taylor, and then the receiving core.
I like it. When I look at him, man, some of the strengths I see, number 1 is their running the ball ability. Jonathan Taylor's a big part of that. We know at one point he led the league in rushing. We saw him last year. He was banged up. I think he was in with an ankle. This year he's healthy, looks good, vision is right, and the burst is definitely there. But when I say them running the ball, it's not just Jonathan Taylor. Anthony Richardson, in terms of how they utilize him at times to carry out some of the run fakes, it keeps the front side of the defense kind of weirded out because you still have to actually account for him pulling it, even though they don't do a ton of him actually pulling it and keeping the ball. Even at times where I personally think he should be a little bit more aggressive and actually make some of these defenders have to tackle him, he gives it a lot. But down by the red zone, they'll utilize him in that sense, almost like how we did with Justin Fields last week. And we even saw with that how, yeah, it can be a weapon. The run game for them, I think, is a big thing. And their O-line, I think, is actually better at run blocking right now than I do their pass blocking. I'm not a fan of their pass blocking, bro. But we're going to stay positive right now. The other thing I would say is Anthony Richardson, man. Big athlete. He can make all the throws. He can take off and run 70 yards downfield. Think Justin Fields in Chicago. That's what Anthony Richardson is. You know, he's that type of athlete. But just a bigger frame because obviously he's Avatar when you look at, you know, in terms of his height and weight and ability to do backflips. I'm sure TG, you know, can't forget that. Can't forget the backflips. But he's the big athlete, man. Like I said, crazy rocket arm. You'll see him have plays where he's off of his back foot and he launches the ball downfield and you're just like, yo, the ball's still in the air. And then it hits a guy right in the chest. You're like, oh, all right. It's times where you'll see him take off and put pressure on the edge of the defense, man, and make you have to tackle this dude. And when he runs, he's not trying to slide. He's not trying to run out of bounds. He's going to drop it on you every once in a while. That's that young guy stuff. But I think that he's a big part of why, you know, him and Jonathan Taylor are a big part of why their running game is as productive as it can be and or as productive as it is, and why I think it makes you just, like I said, have to worry about that a little bit more than you would necessarily like to. The next thing I would say is Shane Steichler, the offensive coordinator. I love their scheme. I think if they actually had a dude that was more consistent, and that's the hope for Anthony Richardson because he has the tools. The hopes is that he'll continue to develop like when we look at Justin Fields. You look at him in Arthur Smith's offense and you like, yo, you making all the throws you're supposed to make. Man, this guy's running free. Man, we even scheming up nice runs. Man, we building stuff.
Well, even think of Steichen with the Eagles. Yeah. He had Hurts.
Yeah, you look at the Colts, man.
That MVP level.
Yeah, you look at the Colts, bro, it's the same thing. It's like, yo, this dude's running wide open. It's running lanes. The design is there. Now, Richardson, he's not consistent. He's a rookie. Or not a rookie. Well, I mean, man, play what, 5 games last year? It feels like a rookie, man.
Not even. I think it was like 3.5 or 3.
So it's like, man, when you watch him, he's doing rookie stuff. And that kind of hinders the production of the scheme. But the scheme is fire. I'm looking at the thing. I'm like, oh, yep, this is the Jalen Hurts. Oh, he would have hit that one. Yep, this is the Jalen Hurts. He made that, though. Oh, this is the deep over to A.J. Brown. Like, it looks Philadelphia-ish, just without the guy that's, consistently putting it there, which is a benefit for us. I like that way more that he's like this while he's young, man. The other thing I would say is this. I like some of their players. I think they got good players. No great players. But I think they got, just enough good players around them. Zaire Franklin, good player. Kwity Paye, good player. Nick Cross, when we talked about him coming out of Maryland, good player. I think Jalen Jones, their corner, is a good player. Latu, that was the first runner that they drafted this year out of UCLA, 15th overall. We liked him. Good player. But it's like, I don't feel like they got like 10 stars. You know what I mean? But
they have no playmakers.
You know what I mean? I don't feel like I play, but they got just
Franklin. He just gets a ton of tackles.
He's a tackle machine, but he's not like a impact. It's not like knockback. It's not. It's just real. Just
none of these corners or safeties are getting picks like that. The only reason they did last week is because it was Caleb Williams. Yeah.
But it's
the first 2 weeks they weren't doing anything.
Right, but it's just like, yo, they're good players. It's not great. Like Latu. I'm like, yo, you're good, but he's still young. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm seeing you still, you got a great, you learning this thing, man. But that's kind of what I feel like that, man. And I guess the last stream, because I was like, I wanted to give them at least one more positive. I felt like I was a little light on their positives. They appear to work the cadence on special teams. So I do feel like they detail they work with that. They did get a hard count on 4th and 2 versus the Bears and gave them a fresh set of downs. Yeah, bro. I like I said, I was running light, bro. All right. I was like, that's a positive. There we go. Because you brought up the wide receiver group. I don't love the wide receiver group, but I think they would be better if Richardson was more consistent. But since he's kind of over the place, it makes them kind of look just like, So I'm like, I don't know. And then I'm the commentator trying to get on Jonathan Taylor at one point. I'm like, bro, did you see the pass that my man threw out the backfield? I'm like, man, that ain't on JT. That give him catchable. But but he's talented as heck, man. So that was the strengths of it. So now let's talk about some of the DC 53. That's you got to chill. So that's a super stretch right there, man. They ain't like the work the hard count, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, so you worked. It got you a fresh set of downs. All right. If you get a fresh set of downs off of it, we got to talk about it. All right. But now let's talk about some of them weaknesses, man. How you feeling?
Well, we mentioned Richardson in the positives, but I think he probably belongs more in the weaknesses because despite some of the flashes and the explosive plays, I don't think he plays the quarterback position that well. Leads the league in picks, 6. Mm-hmm. Probably could be more. Probably could be like 8 or 9 to this point. Mm-hmm. Has an under 50% completion rating. And outside of those explosive plays, some of these stat lines he'd be putting up would be absolutely dismal. They'd be Tim Tebow-esque probably. Mm-hmm. But, the 70-yard bomb to Pierce here, the 40-yard pass to Pierce here, the 60-yard one he had in week 1 that went for the touchdown where he threaded it was an incredible throw. Incredible throw. Threaded the needle and the dude ran it in for the touchdown. If you take those away, I mean, you're looking at his stat line being 7 for 20 for 63 yards.
Yep, not even average.
A couple picks. But I mean, you give credit where it's due. Those plays were made, and it makes his stat line, his final box score, actually look competent. Yeah. But you watch full games that he's putting out there. He's missing some really easy throws.
Mm-hmm. A lot of easy throws, man. Like
you said, missing some open receivers, and just doesn't seem like he has it all the way at the quarterback position, but is able to make up for it with some of that athleticism and the explosive plays and keep his team in it. But I think it's a good formula for the Steelers to be going up against him this week. Yeah. And then Man, I mean, I think you're right with the pass protection on the offensive line, and I mentioned it a little bit in the strengths where I finished it off and said, yeah, I don't really like anything on their defense, and so yeah, I'll put their defense as a whole as a weakness. We'll just say that because they're second to last in run defense. They're also second to last in total yards given up as a defense as a whole if you combine passing and rushing. So no matter how you want to attack them, you should be able to do it, but particularly for us with Naji Harris and how much we do love to run the ball. And it hasn't even been perfect for us just yet, but we stay consistent with it. The fact that we give Naji the carries that we give him, and he's giving us like 70, the Justin Fields element, the second running back element of either Cordell Patterson or Jalen Warren, like we're still, I think it's top 12 in the league right now. It hasn't been perfect for us, but going up against a defense like the Colts, we hopefully should have a field day.
I would agree.
Yeah, defense. I mean,
agree.
if we need to pass it, if we get to a point in this game, I don't think Fields should have any problems getting it to Pickens or any of these other receivers. If Scotty Miller and Calvin Austin can keep up what they were doing from last week, shouldn't have a problem. But I think we're going to go in with the mindset we've had in all these games is let's run the ball first, take care of it, and then if we see opportunities to take some shots downfield, let's do it. But don't put the ball in harm's way because Anthony Richardson is going to be putting the ball in harm's way and going to give us opportunities for takeaways and turnovers, which will put our offense in a good spot naturally. So it's not like we got to do anything crazy on offense here.
Yeah. I agree, bro. Anthony Richardson, he's actually at the top of my list for weaknesses. Young and inconsistent is pretty much the best way to describe him. He has all of the talent in the world, but his decision-making is atrocious. His processing of defenses pre-snap to post-snap, at least in his last 2 games, was atrocious. And just routine throws. Sometimes it's footwork related. Sometimes it's taking something off of the cannon. Sometimes it's learning to touch throw. I mean, like I say, he's just young. And when you're young, this is what you deal with. We saw it with Kenny when he was a rookie. You know, it's like, yo, you're going to go through growing pains. Talk about Bo Nix the past 2 weeks, right? One performance, next performance, like, okay, you're a little better this week, man. Young guy stuff, man. A lot of that takes place and it's not like teams have to get crazy exotic with their coverage. Chicago was literally just running cover 3. Like, it's like first day install, just cover 3. Show 2 high, we're going to change it to 3. And yeah, he putting that ball in place where you like, bro, why are you even looking there right now, man? But this was also on his tape if you talk about coming out of Florida. So we'll see. Obviously, he say he's still young, but that's a big part of why it's not better yet. Because once he gets up to speed, or if he ever gets up to speed, they got talent, especially on offense with Jonathan Taylor, O-line being good, but he has to play better in order for them as a team to be better because they don't have enough star talent around him to kind of carry it and keep him afloat. He still has to be the guy. And
if he could get better with that stuff, the formula's there. If they could be patient, and if he actually does develop, he could be he could be one of the best in the league. I think he would be a more electric Cam Newton. I think he's got a better
that's
arm.
What reminds me of with a wave. Yeah, I'm with you.
I think he's got a better natural arm talent than Cam Newton.
Yeah,
like Cam had a cannon, but I think Richardson's even got a better arm than Cam. And then I think he could even be more electric on the ground too, faster and all that.
I would agree, man.
Which is crazy.
Because Cam was one of them ones, bro. Playing against Cam, you like, oh.
So if you could be patient and have him develop, like that could be the end result. Does he ever get there? I mean, ultimately, a lot of that's up to him.
And how long does it take?
Right.
Cam, from the time he stepped on the field as a rookie.
Rookie of the year.
It was like, yo, this dude for real. It wasn't until he started getting banged up after the Super Bowl stuff where it was like, all right, now he started to come back down to earth.
The best comp for the Colts to look at would probably be Josh Allen.
What?
Now he developed.
No, don't you do that. Nope.
Dude, come on. It took him like a year and a half.
Nope. Don't you
come
do
on,
that.
Dude.
Nope. He ain't developed. He ain't even good. Nope. Deke brought him up this time. I ain't even bring
think
him
that's
up.
the blueprint to
Nope.
look at. Just
Nope.
be like, okay, look, they were
Look
patient
at
with
Herbert.
Josh Allen.
Look at Justin Herbert, man. Go check him out, man.
They let him struggle for about a year and a half.
Nope. Go check out Herbert. Watch
No,
Herbert.
Herbert came in
Watch Herbert, man.
right out the gate.
Nope.
I think, didn't he throw for like 303 touchdowns first game?
Oh, man. He might have.
He was unreal, yeah.
I'm sure it's another big athletic quarterback that has developed over time. All right. We don't need to bring up no more Bills. Nope. Look at Caleb. Yeah, be like, or CJ Stroud.
No, Stroud was pretty good early on. He was bad in preseason.
Low key, that's the funny part. He was bad in preseason. And that's when it's like the easiest time out.
I'm trying to think of another comp. Another guy that they could point to and say, like, this could be the ceiling.
Be like Lamar. Yeah.
That was different because, like, I think they restricted Lamar in his rookie season. Yeah, they just wanted to win games.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lamar, second year Lamar was playing really good.
Yep.
Immediately.
Got MVP after that.
I don't know the comp.
Yeah. It's got to be somebody else.
Sorry, it's just Josh Allen.
It's got to be somebody else, bro. I'm going to figure out with somebody else. It's got to be somebody else that big athlete developed over time. Yeah. Find somebody else. Don't bring him up. Leave him alone. Next thing I would say, though, man, is Deke brought it up earlier, but the playmakers on defense. I think that they have a really good defense. I think it's well coached, but I don't feel like, or excuse me on that one. They got a good concept. They are not the best, though, in terms of playmakers. Yeah, they can't stop the run. That's the big part. It's bad at times. It's real bad at times. And I think sometimes if you have a playmaker out there, that can help you overcome some of that type of stuff. But I think when you just have a lot of really good players or just good to really good, I think that you're constantly going to be in that fight where you have to be perfect. And to be perfect at this level and do it each and every time is very, very tough for all 11 dudes each and every week, man, on defense. So that's the thing for me, man. They cannot stop that run. Go look at Green Bay. Go look at the Green Bay game. Josh Jacobs. I think it's Malik Willis at quarterback, man. Everybody knows what they're trying to do, and that man had about $120 something on him at the half, man. Like,
well, they did last week against the Bears, but that's just because the Bears suck.
Because you can't throw it either. Caleb was, Caleb had some moments, but Caleb was doing some rookie stuff too. Now, boy, he was doing some rookie stuff. Yeah.
I'm just saying. I think they only let up 60 on the ground to the Bears, but that's because the Bears can't run for over 100 yards. They didn't do it in the first 2 weeks either.
I felt like they could have if they would have stopped letting homie throw it. Like, bro.
I think he had, 50 attempts?
Shit, homie was tripping. I'm like, bro, y'all keep just throwing it. I'm like, all right, pick up, all right. Stop. But it'd be like that, man. The last two things, though, I think their pass rush. Leatu is the one. That's the only one to be really concerned about. Kwity Paye, I think, does a good job. But
DeForest Buckner's on IR.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kwity Paye, I think the most he's had in a year was 8.5 sacks. So even with that, it's like, yo, you got to respect him. You got to know him. But I just think that they're very light in that department. And then their offensive line versus the pass rush. I thought Chicago got after them up front, especially pass rush-wise. Montez Sweat. I'm like, bro, yeah, all right, but he ain't TJ. No. If he doing it like that, I can't wait to see what this one do. So, yeah, and yeah, it's across the board, man. Chicago was giving us some problems up front. I think that we should dominate the trenches on both sides of the ball. We already know, even from a Quentin Nelson standpoint, Cam done showed everybody he ain't the boogeyman. Since whenever that game was,
that's his kryptonite.
That was the kryptonite. Like, when that game happened, everybody's talking about how great Quentin Nelson was. I included, because Quentin Nelson is dominant. He's a dope player. Cam don't care. This is like Cam's wheelhouse. He do
and
this.
I think Cam has aged better than Quentin Nelson,
I also would agree as well, man.
From that time.
I would agree. Cam been a fine wine, a nice little blended red or something, Whereas, with the Quentin, it's kind of like milkish. Yeah. But that's, like I said, how I had it, man. Strengths, weaknesses. So with that being the case, I guess I'll drop a couple matchups to look out for, and then we'll do these picks, man.
That's fine.
All right. So a couple matchups, man. Zaire Franklin. Talked about him earlier, man. It's a tackling machine. He gets a ton of tackles. He's sideline to sideline guy. Him versus Naji Harris. Naji is the physical battering ram, man. Just keep running through this dude, man. He's their best player in terms of the sideline. He's the guy that's going to make the most of the plays or be in position to make the most plays. But his game is not the physicality that Naji plays with. So that's the one you got to have right there, baby. Next up, talked about Anthony Richardson. We know with A-Rich, man, he going to put the ball in a lot of bad places. He can put the ball in some good places. We can put the ball in some bad places. So, Minka, this your matchup right here, man. I already know he going to fool him with how they line up here, show two, go to one, make it Tampa, all this other stuff they be doing before the snap.
Maybe based off what you were saying, we might not even have to do all that.
I don't think we will. Chicago did it one time, and I want to say he threw a pick, bro. It was the Jalen Jones, on the sideline. It was like they were here, they swapped it to here, and they just played cover 3, and he's staring the whole time. Boom, hit him in the face. But I'm like, bro, what? Stop it. But
like you said, maybe they should be running Anthony Richardson more.
I feel like if you want him to be more effective, have him doing that a little bit more. He's still young right now, so it's like, unless they feel because of, I don't know how he got hurt last year with the shoulder, but maybe that might be it. But
he was running a lot last year.
Yeah, but I'm like watching him run this year, I'm like he's not trying to slide. He trying to drop it on you. So yeah, but he putting the ball in some bad places. So Minka, just catch that one, man. You know it's your time. You heard the stat, man. Since Edmonds been out there, you ain't had a splashy splash. So go ahead, get you one real quick. This would be a great opportunity, man.
Maybe we just need to dress Edmonds.
That could work also. That could definitely work. We'll stay tuned. All right. Then after that, Jonathan Taylor versus our trio of linebackers. PQ, E-Rob, Peyton Wilson, right? We know Jonathan Taylor is their best and most consistent player. Period. That's the guy. He got nice feet, nice hands. He got vision, and he can go to the crib. All right. With that, though, we play physical football. All three of these dudes that we talked about, Patrick Queen, and Landon Robinson, and Peyton Wilson, I thought played a really dope game last week. I loved how they flew around, made plays. And even, like I said, man, when they were trying to hit us with the JK, them boys weren't ducking none of that. They turned that back on numerous occasions. So let's go ahead and do it again on the road this time. Then after that, man, that Colts secondary, they cool. Justin Fields is not Caleb Williams, though. Respectfully, he's not. So make it look like that. And actually, it'd be pretty cool, man, since Caleb did kind of go out there and not look the best.
You're saying the Bears made a mistake.
I'm just saying, if you're Justin Fields, not only do you got a chance to kind of take the chokehold of QB1, you also got a chance to send a message to everybody that was in Chicago that thought that it was sweet and thought that they could just move on from you, man. And as players, you do think about that type of stuff. Even though we say we don't. Most of us say we don't. We all do. So that's part of it, man. So go ahead and take advantage of it. This is a great opportunity, and I think he should look better this week. My only issue is I think we're going to love running the football so much that we're not going to have to throw it as much with him.
And that's I'm
that's
completely
the case.
fine with that.
Yeah.
For people that have Fields as their fantasy quarterback,
It's going to suck.
They might not be so happy.
Yeah, but that's kind of how I view it. I'm like, I love this for Fields, but I think this is a Najee game, man.
Yeah, we just need the same thing from Atlanta and Chicago, or not Chicago, Denver, out of Fields.
Absolutely. And then the last matchup, man, Kwity Paye versus Broderick. We know with Broderick, man, until we get enough great games or good games from him in a row where we don't have to feel back and forth about him, I'm just going to throw him up there. So Kwity Paye actually is a good player, man. Like I said, not great. Nothing that you are losing sleep over, but you got to respect him. And you better, be ready to work because he's going to have effort. He's going to be a power rusher. Has a good get off. Not a ton of moves in his repertoire, but he's a good player. So that's the one for me with Broderick. It's like, he's going to want you every single rep. Go ahead and make it do what it do, man. But I like that. So with that being the case, man, let's get this pick. And then after that, we'll get our weekly, NFL games.
Sure.
Y'all hit that like button if y'all dig how we doing it today, too, man. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel.
Let me just say this before we get to the picks. In what area, when you look at it team for team, are we outmatched? I don't see one. I feel as if this is set up perfectly for us because what we do well, they do bad.
Mm-hmm.
So what I have written here is we like to run the ball, and they can't stop the run. We like to take care of the ball, and they don't have any playmakers on defense.
Yeah.
We like to take it away on defense, and Richardson loves to throw picks.
Turn him around. Mm-hmm.
Now, this is the one right here, but I think we're still fine. Jonathan Taylor, good running back, right?
Yeah.
But I think our run defense is better at this point, a la what we did to the Chargers and J.K. Dobbins last week.
Yep.
So, I just think it's a great matchup for us, with all due respect.
Yeah, I would agree. I think the only outside of what you just said, the running back part, I said if somebody wanted to make a case their wide receiver group as a whole better than or a little bit further along than where we are as a whole, since they do have Pittman, Pierce, Downs, and A.D. Mitchell. Some might think that's, you know what I mean?
I think we got the best receiver.
We do have the best receiver.
And Pickens, yeah.
But you can make a case also that Pittman has had a little bit more success, though. That's
but
why.
like you said, they don't really have
but
a
they
guy
don't have
to
a guy to
get
get
him.
him.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you look at his numbers right now. It's like, yo, you barely see him on the field, like, getting targets. But it's like, it's not him. It's just quarterback, right? That's when you got young quarterback. It's the reason why Deontay felt how he felt, man. And he even hinted to it when he's like going from 7 to KP. He's like, yo, you got to kind of remember, like, all right, it's different. You got a young quarterback, man. It's different, man. Yeah.
With all that being said, I got us 24. And I think I'm even being nice by giving them the amount of points I'm about to give them. So Steelers 24. I'll say 10. Man. I think I'm being nice with that, too.
You got them scoring 10 on us? How they doing it?
Maybe it's a last-ditch little garbage time touchdown or something.
Oh, I'm like, bro, they going to score 10?
Yeah.
Is TJ playing? Is Herbig playing? Is Cam playing? Patrick Queen playing?
Yeah, I don't know why I got it 24-10.
Is Peasy playing?
Hey.
Dante playing? Minka playing?
We win this handedly, though.
Okay.
They might get a backdoor garbage time touchdown or something fluky.
Respect.
That's the only way I could see it happening.
Respect. I like it. To me, man, I got us winning also. I have it 20-13. I feel the same way. I'm like, yo, I think Rich do something fluky early on, or he'll have one of them fluky plays where, all right, you get a score in there. Or it's a Jonathan Taylor situation.
Maybe even it's like a pass interference.
You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like
interference call on us. Yeah,
something weird to get them in a position they get the score, and then from there, one or two not lucky. I'll say one or two just field goals throughout. Whether that is late in the game where we know, even if the game is quote unquote in control, they're still playing with enough pace, enough where you have to respect it. And okay, they're in position, they take the field goal. But in the end, I do have us, like I said, taking care of business, man, getting it done 20-13. So I do like that. And you got the guys taking care of business as well.
24-10.
I like it. So let me see a couple of these quick ones real quick. And then after that, man, we
gotta
pull
do
up the docket.
On offense, run the ball, take care of the ball. And then defense, stop Jonathan Taylor, stop the run. And, like, keep a lid on it.
Got to keep the lid on it. Yep.
Don't give up the stupid or explosive play. But like you said, would we be surprised if something like that happened?
Right.
I wouldn't, just because there are refs and they make shitty calls sometimes.
It happen like that.
Yeah, there could be like a pass interference call that flips the field, or Rich breaks a tackle or two and throws one up with his eyes closed, and our defender loses the ball in the lights or something like that. That could happen.
Something weird.
Because it's happened literally every game the Colts have played this year. So, hey.
Yeah, that's real life, bro. That's real life. All right, the chat showing love.
Try not to let it happen, though, as best you can.
Please. The Don Hefe Kwan says 27-9 Steelers. Brandon Griffin 30-10 Steelers. Stan Claire has us getting a +3 on the turnover rate, which would be refreshing since we actually lost the turnover battle this past game. We also have Emory Underwood. 27-13 Steelers lifted ones 34-28 Ravens. Wait a minute. I like it.
They just wanted to give a prediction for that Ravens-Bills game.
Man. Hey. I know you're a Ravens fan. I ain't tripping on it.
I don't know if we want the Ravens to win this,
I know you
though.
big Ravens fan, man. That's the two-time MVP.
I mean, I would love to see the Bills lose.
The
Don't get me wrong.
two-time MVP is supposed to be the favorite. It should be a double-digit spread when we get to that game. I know it's going to be a double-digit spread, bro. Rashawn Jones, and I know you're not taking the Bills because you don't even like the Bills. I'm going to let you know I'm picking them on the front end, all right? You like Baltimore.
I do not want to pick the
you
Ravens.
Do. You like Baltimore, bro. Don't play. You know you like that, bro.
We'll see if they get points.
All right. Pixel Bros, 21-17 Steelers. X Concept says 52-14 Bills. Wait a minute. I don't know how this happened, bro. Just cut it out. We're not doing this. Cut it out. Stop it.
Any Josh Allen for MVP predictions in there?
No. Cut it all out. All right. Let's get back to Rod Dog. Thank you, Rod Dog. 34-27 Steelers. All right. Cut all that out. We ain't got time for none of this, man. All right.
I don't know if you read this one, but someone's got us winning 17-0.
Oh, who got? All right. Shout out to the 17-0. I like that. Mano has.
I read it a minute ago and forgot. Doobie Mills says
right.
17-0. Defense continues on its historic run.
I like it. And the last one I get is Mano. It has it 23-13 for the black and gold. So yeah, it feels like everybody's feeling good about this, and it worked out last time like that as well. And it did not turn into a Tomlin or a curse, right? Where everybody.
This is a prototypical Tomlin loss heading in right now.
But
I think we're immune though. I think this team's immune to Tomlin losses though.
He's giving us Tomlin wins, man.
How
did we get these Tomlin wins, bro?
I feel like there's something to the squad that we got, the veteran leadership, the coaching staff. I think we're immune to Tomlin losses. I think if we lose, it's going to be, that was a good game, and you know things just didn't play out. I don't think we're going to have any Tomlin losses.
We're not tripping on
bold prediction.
We are having Tomlin wins. Nobody's tripping on the Tomlin wins, are we? Is everybody enjoying these Tomlin wins that we're getting?
These are all Tomlin wins.
All right, that's all I'm saying. If we're going to be loud about
what's
the Tomlin
not a Tomlin win? Us winning like 40-10.
Right. We'd have to have like a real like blowout, like oh man, this is, you know, we winning challenges in this game. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Well, or he's actually throwing the challenge flag in this game. Like that ain't a Tomlin win. That's a we did it all together. But these been Tomlin wins, man. We know this. This is peak Tomlin performance. I'm just waiting on him to have another one of them so he can beat his chest again. All right. But shout out to the game preview. So now let's get to the final thing that we have today, Deke, and that is the NFL Week 4 pick. I ain't do this, bro. I ain't do this. I don't know who put that up there. That's a crazy graphic. I don't know who. Let me. I'm gonna just speed this up. I don't know who did that. Deke. This is actually kind of crazy, bro.
What?
Whoever did the graphics for the show today, bro. Somebody bugged out, bro. Yeah.
What?
You see.
They put Josh Allen on the cover.
I don't know who did this, bro.
Well, you're at the head of all this.
Wow. Whoa.
No, I don't say excuses.
I am not at the head of the ship, all right? You're at the head of the graphics, man.
No.
You're at the head of the table, and then Dom is over. It's like, yo, man, come on, this is crazy. Deke, that's crazy. Deke said, I ain't do it. You did it. That's crazy. I'm actually all innocent here, man. I didn't know this. Shout out to Dom, man. Dom, hey, y'all watch Turf Watch, all right? Dom did the graphics, so don't get on me. He did the Bills. Shout out to Dom, though. I'm innocent, man. I'm innocent. All right. Let's do this then, man. All right. Here we go. How you feeling, man? We got Thursday night football,
Well, what's the records?
Oh, good call. Let me pull that up real quick.
That might affect my picks
Oh, my gosh.
and how I operate.
Listen, man, you've been getting worked and washed for a long time now, okay? So
I need to know if I'm up or I'm down.
You always down. You know this, bro. You never winning. Come on, man.
If it's still tied.
Let me pull up the email.
Yeah, you're right. We got Giants Cowboys tonight. Giants +5. Wow. All right. I could see that being a pick already because I think I know what way you're going to be leaning.
There we go. We're good. Yeah, here we go. All righty. So, in week 3, I went 5-2. You went 2-5. I had to make sure I was reading it right. Shout out. All right.
Down 3. Then.
Yeah, man. All right. So
we sure read them back.
I was gonna read them back. Are you ready?
There was a.
It was a discrepancy that one time.
Week,
yep. So we're gonna get to the bottom of this, and I still maintain all of your picks and my picks from last show. All right. So just a quick recap. You did choose the Jets, the Saints, the Texans, the Packers, the Bears, the Cowboys, and the Jaguars. I did choose the Patriots, the Eagles, the Vikings, the Titans, unfortunately, the Colts, the Ravens, and the Bills. And as we checked the math, you had Jets -6 versus the Pats. Shout out. You definitely got that.
Off to a good start.
Yeah, that was not the best decision by your boy over here. Then from there, I had Eagles +2.5. Fly, Eagle, fly. Then after that, I had the Vikings +2. Can I just...
You talked me into that. That's the one I regret doing.
Can I just
That's the one I didn't want to do.
All right, then after that, I fell for the banana in the tailpipe. Titans -2.5. Shouldn't have done it. Shout out to you picking the Packers. All right. Shout out to Malik Willis. Yeah.
You got to keep picking the Titans.
Yeah. I that felt nasty. I ain't like that. All right. Then after that, I had Colts -1.5. Thank you, Caleb Williams. Awesome job out there. Then from there, I had Ravens -1. You know how that played out as well. Shout out to the Ravens. Did what they needed to do. And then last, I'm just loyal to this ragtag bunch. I just feel sorry for them because they're so overrated and just washed, and they can't win any games, especially versus good teams that, have good quarterbacks. So I had the Bills -5. I got lucky. So that
You
bumps.
know what?
That
I
bumps,
actually didn't mind my picks from last week.
I think you did good, bro.
It's more
Yeah.
that Texans one. There was a bunch of close games. Whatever.
Yeah, you're good, bro.
I'm not stressing about that.
So the record now
The Texans
is
Vikings one wasn't a good pick.
the records now are I'm 14-11. You're 11-14 means you've only won 11
All right.
times, and I've washed you 14 times.
That's fine.
Yep. Just
That's
in case
fine.
you ain't know.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So feel good, man. It's a good day.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. A lot of football left.
Oh, here you go. Now there's a lot of football left. That's crazy.
All right, so first game, Giants +5 at home. Cowboys tonight.
Come on, man. You know how I feel. You know how I feel about this one. Come on, man.
I know.
Do you want it or not?
I do.
don't know if you want
I
it because
do.
I'm rocking with Dallas
Danny-
now. The
Danny
star gonna shine
Dimes.
bright, baby.
Danny Dimes looked good last week.
All right,
I think there's
hey.
something to that.
The star gonna shine bright, then, baby.
Danny
Let's ride.
Dimes, Malik Neighbors connection.
The star is gonna shine bright. I'm telling you now.
Cowboys are reeling right now.
They can't stop the run. That's what they say. But the Cowboys,
Struggling big time.
the Cowboys gonna show up in this one.
On the
Prime
road.
time versus the Giants.
No pressure on the Giants.
versus
Zero
the
pressure.
Giants.
All pressure on the
No,
Cowboys.
they gonna show up for this one. They gonna show up for this one. I'm telling you now, they gonna show up for this one, bro.
I don't know.
They showing up for this one.
I don't think that's a guarantee.
I
They
bet
should. They
They
need
gonna
to.
show up. They gonna show up for this one. They ain't going out like they gonna show up for this
They
one.
need to.
Tell you, man, they ain't going out
Colts
like that.
Steelers. We agree on this one. Steelers
Yeah,
-1.5.
Low-key is crazy that we're only 1.5 though.
I know.
I was surprised by that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Are the books
That's
thinking
actually
Tomlin lost?
crazy. No. I think for them, they're accounting just the flow of the game. I think, and we're still young and early on in this thing.
They
That's
thinking
got to be it, bro.
our injuries are going to affect us that much.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
But who are our major injuries right
Ty
now?
Smith, Jalen Warren,
It's like Naji still been there, and we already know even with Herbig how we feel about him. So that's what I'm trying. I'm like,
Corey Trice. Yeah, I don't think you should be paying attention that much to
and
the
he got
Trice
hurt.
injury.
He got hurt on. It wasn't the kickoff return. It was actually the first punt return. He was the gunner, bro. He was the hold up dude, and it was actually had to repunt it. I want to say, but yeah, he pulls up right at the end of it, bro. Like he done ran the whole way, jammed the dude, and it was like the last 5 yards where you see him just pull up. I'm just like, there you going, man. But yeah, that ain't
line's
enough to
crazy.
make that. Nah.
Jets at home -7.5 against the Broncos. Wow.
I'll take the Broncos.
It's too many points.
That's exactly why I'll take the Broncos.
Oh my god. Broncos actually played good last week.
I'll take the Broncos. They play enough defense. I'll take the Broncos. Rodgers on a mission though right now, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, I think
Rodgers
he's
look
back.
good, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He
think
look
he's
good.
back.
He had that Green Bay look in his eye. I was
Why couldn't
like,
it be at
all
6.5?
right. 6.5, I don't want to touch it. 7.5, I like it. I think I got a fighting chance. It
Yeah,
can get weird
I'll
enough.
do it. I think Saleh and the Jets defense is picking up some momentum
Yeah.
after that abysmal 49ers game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
And it's
they'll-
still a young quarterback.
Yeah, I
It's
think
a
they'll
young
make Bo
quarterback,
Nix
man.
struggle a little
Yeah.
bit. Jets at home. Damn, I still don't like that though. I wish it was just a touchdown. I wish. It was
Yeah, I just
6.
look at it like the 7.5. I'm like, I'm just banking on like something. Give me something at the end.
Packers at home -3 against the Vikings.
I'm riding with the Vikings, man. I've been riding with Justin Jefferson. Okay,
Yeah, weirdly enough, I don't like this if Jordan Love plays for the Packers.
throws off the rhythm.
I
Mhm.
truly think that.
I can see that.
I'm not picking this. Yeah, I'll go Vikings too.
Respect, because I'm like, yeah, I would definitely rock with the Vikings on that one,
Because I
man.
think there are talks that Love is going to play. That has to be the reason for -3, right?
It has to be, because otherwise,
Packers -3.
yes, no way you're doing -2 with Malik. Even with it's no way you're doing -2 with Malik, bro.
Yeah, I don't want to mess with that.
Yeah, I don't see that one.
Buccaneers at home +1.5 against the Eagles.
Man, I'm riding with Baker. I'll ride with Baker, bro.
Is this the week we see Kenny?
I'm riding with Bake, bro. Give me a Baker's dozen, Baker. What's up? Huh? Baker, Reagan, Mayfield. Son, how you did it on his Twitter. I'm rocking with him, man. Let's go. You
What's the
think
deal
it's a
with
Kenny
these
week?
Eagles receivers?
Is it Kenny week? What's up, bro?
Let me see what's going on with AJ Brown. I need at least one of these receivers out there.
Eagles got the better receivers too, man. Bucks has got Mike Evans.
AJ Brown, Devonta Smith miss another practice. I don't like this. Yeah, I'm not messing with it.
Just be like that. I get it.
I'm definitely not messing with
I
that if
get
they
it.
don't have AJ Brown or Devonta Smith out there.
I mean, the Eagles have the better team, though.
Eagles need Kenny to elevate the offense.
The Eagles have the better team.
I don't know about that right now.
I think they got the better
I
team.
don't know.
Bro.
I don't know. There's weird vibes with this Eagles team.
I would agree with that. Though.
Ever since middle of last year.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But I think the Eagles, I like the team better.
Panthers at home, plus 4.5 against the Bengals.
Bengals, I like the Bengals. Why is it? 4.5.
Dalton
Never
revenge
mind.
game. This isn't the Carolina from week 1 and week 2.
This ain't the same Carolina now. This is Dalton. Dalton over there, he's like, hey, man, y'all gonna remember me.
Bengals defense is pretty brutal. You
What's
saw
up,
what Jaden
man?
Daniels did.
I think you should rock with the Panthers, bro. I think you should go with the Panthers. I like Jamar Chase. You know, I'm picking off of my favorites. I'm like, I like Justin Jefferson, so I go Vikings. I like Chase, so I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Because the storyline would be
Come
awesome.
on, man.
And have the Bengals be 0-4.
You know Dalton
I
could
can't
do
do
it.
it.
Dalton could do it.
I think this is the game. Burrow puts his foot down.
Oh my gosh. You know we both gonna be wrong. Watch. This gonna be the game where the
I
Panthers
hope.
wash them. You know
I
this.
hope.
You know
Yeah,
it.
I hope so. Texans at home, minus 6.5 against the Jaguars.
6.5. Is ETN playing?
I don't know.
I feel like ETN's playing. If ETN's playing, I rock with it. Because that's a lot of points.
Texans played terrible last
And that's
week.
a lot of points. I need ETN out there, though.
I'm not seeing anything.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, they just basically... Because what they're saying is, man, if little old Buffalo, overrated Buffalo could beat Jacksonville like that, then a really good team like the Texans most definitely got to score more against them, right? So I think that's kind of what they're banking on.
I don't like either of these teams right now at those spreads. So who you picking?
I was going to go Jaguars. I want the points.
Yeah, I'll take them too.
Yeah, I want points.
I don't want the Texans.
Yeah.
Falcons minus 2.5
Kirko.
at home.
I want Kirko.
Against the Saints.
I want Kirko.
Sure.
What time is the game?
Sure, that's fine.
What time is the game? Come on, man.
Give me Saints in the points.
What time is the game? If it's 1 o'clock, give me Kirk.
I'm completely fine with that.
1 o'clock, Kirk. That's my dude right there, baby. That's my dude. Mm-hmm.
Bears at home minus 3 against the Rams.
Hey, let's go. Whoa, -3. Give me Stafford.
I was gonna say the same thing.
They don't believe in him. Give me. I seen what he just did to San Fran. Now it still was a little weird at the end, but he got it done.
That's
Stafford,
why
bro.
I think
Yeah.
Stafford. I told you he was still top 10 no matter what, but
Yeah.
without those receivers, I think he might have found himself back into the top 5 in my
because
QB rankings.
he was slinging. We was like, hey, bro, who you even throwing to, man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stafford made me eat my words from last week.
Nah. Low key, I was mad that I ain't stick with him. I'm like, man, dang,
I know.
come on,
I
man.
tried
You talked
talking
me
you
out
into
of it. Yeah. No, you talked me out of it. I was gonna do that, and you said, yo, you know they all injured. They all did it. And I'm like, dang, you right. All right, I'm gonna leave it alone.
I messed up there.
You messed me up, bro.
I guess ball don't lie for me taking that Texans
enough.
bet.
Yeah, fair enough.
49ers at home. Yeah, I don't want the Bears, so that's a wash pick. 49ers at home minus 10.5 against the Patriots.
Give me the Patriots. That's a lot of points, bro. I rock the Patriots. I believe in your Mayo. Am I gonna get Drake May? Drake May, he almost threw a pick first pass he got in the game. No, I got to get back to Brissett. I'm gonna get Brissett. It's a
Niners
dumpster
are
fire.
really banged up.
It's a dumpster fire right now.
Really banged up.
Y'all got the better quarterback though,
I know.
and the better defense.
Yeah, even with the injuries.
Shout out to Hargrave. Hargrave out for the year, man. I'm sick about that, bro. That's my dog. I like him. Like what he was doing,
It's just
man.
too many points. I can't do it.
That's all. I was like, I
can't
just
do
want the
it.
points.
Cardinals at home minus 3.5 against the Commanders.
I'm an alum. You know I got to rock with the Cardinals on this one, man. Come on, bro. This ain't my fault. It's the Cardinals. I got to.
Cardinals have been playing kind of decent.
You like Jaden better, though.
This might be a letdown game after
No, he's
the
not.
big Monday night
no,
win.
He's not. No, he's
Vintage letdown game.
not. No, he's not. It's Jaden Daniels, bro. He's different. He's an outlier. And you don't even
Commanders
like
are going to
short
want to do
quarterbacks,
it for
bro.
Kingsbury.
Come on. Ooh, revenge week.
Yeah.
You know Jaden going to be in that thing slanging.
He's legit. So, I'll do the Commanders.
There we go.
Plus 3.5.
There we go. And Kyler and
I think
James.
there's only like 2 or 3 quarterbacks
Yeah.
that have ever thrown for 80% completion percentage back-to-back
bro.
games.
Yeah.
And that's not even like a rookie stat or anything.
Nah, he's
It's-
one of them ones, yeah.
It was Brady, Breeze, and Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, he's one of those ones, man. It looked good. But yeah,
Now you're mocking him.
I'm just rolling with. I like Mighty Mouse. Give me a little Kyler. I like James Conner. I know he's gonna touch paint. He always touch paint. And then we got the young Marvin Harrison Jr. is on my fantasy squad. It's him and Justin Jefferson. I gotta rock. Come on, man, take me to the promised land. It's like, yeah.
LA Chargers at home +7 against the Chiefs. Is Herbert playing?
Not with that high ankle, and they got re-injured in the game. I don't see that. I think you getting
If Herbert's playing, I'd take the Chargers.
Let's pull up. Let's pull up and see what he says. I don't think he's playing, bro.
I could see the Chargers winning that Harbaugh style.
I don't think he's playing.
Yeah, if he's not playing, I don't want the pick. 7's insane then. Progressing through ankle issue. Limited on the Wednesday injury report.
If he plays, I'll take the Chiefs.
Okay, yeah, let's just do that then.
All
If
right.
he doesn't play, no pick.
All right, so Jaron, Pittsburgh Steelers for life. Shout out to you. We appreciate you now. But you heard what he said. That one's the Chargers and Chiefs is predicated on Herbert actually playing in the game. All right, Herbert don't play. This one don't count. But I'm gonna take the Chiefs though. Shout out. All right, okay. All right.
Raiders at home -1.5 against the Browns.
I rock with the Browns on that.
Oh man.
I'll go with the Browns on that. I'll follow them into the darkness. The abyss.
I can't pick the Raiders.
I could definitely do it when I was like, yeah,
I can't do
yeah, we
that.
can do this. Yep, I'm down. I don't like it, but I'm doing it. Yep.
Unless this is bounce back week for
Could be,
Minshew.
man. Definitely could. They fired up.
They're favored too.
Come on, man. At the
Yeah,
Casa.
I'll do the Raiders. Screw it.
There you go.
Screw it.
There you go. They say scared money
Terrible
don't make
pick.
no money.
Terrible pick.
No, it's not, man. It's the Browns. The Browns always brown. You know that.
Terrible pick.
I don't even feel good about my pick of being the Browns. I feel like this is a slimy thing, man. You know?
Ravens at home -2.5 against the
This
Bills.
is an easy one. That's an easy one, right?
I mean, if the Ravens were getting points, I'd maybe do this, but damn.
Are you serious?
Damn.
You're not serious. You know you come on, bro. You like the Ravens. You know you like the Ravens in that.
Not for -2.5.
Why not? They got the reigning MVP. They went to the FC Championship game last year.
That doesn't matter.
They're better. They got the better team. Better quarterback, better coach,
Not the better quarterback.
better players.
Maybe better coach.
Yo, they have a 2-time MVP. The reigning.
What does that mean? What does that mean for this
defending-
game when he's not the better
That's
quarterback?
the reigning and defending MVP. You saw what he
I
did
don't
last
care.
year? For a span of 17 weeks or 17 games, he was the best quarterback in the world.
Congrats. He's not better than Josh Allen.
The world, man. So that's why he's minus
That's not
two
what the
and a half.
MVP means.
That's why he's minus 2.5 because he's.
I don't
he's
know
like
what the
that.
MVP is supposed to mean or means anymore.
It means you were the best player in
Mahomes is
the
the
world
MVP.
for 17 games. The
That's
best
not
player
true.
in the world.
That's not true.
He played like it. That's why he was MVP.
He played good. He played
Two-time.
good. He played good in the
Two-time.
regular season last year. He's
Two-time
not
MVP,
better than
bro.
Josh Allen.
2-time MVP, bro. He's the man.
Not better than Mahomes.
So you should take the Ravens and minus 2.5.
No,
That's crazy.
I don't like that.
That's actually crazy.
I don't like that. If they got
That
some
is
points,
crazy.
I would have expected
How
like
many points do they
+3,
need?
+3,
How many points do
+4.
they need? They don't need no points. They already good.
I don't like that.
Who went to the? Who was the AFC's representatives?
Has
in
Lamar
the AFC
beat
championship?
Josh
last year?
Allen yet?
I think like early. No, maybe like once on like a Thursday.
Yeah, I don't think he
No,
can
it
go
wasn't on a
toe for toe with
Thursday.
Josh
It was
Allen.
like it was one of them. It was like early on. Like early, but I think they were still doing like the heavy like run option stuff.
Yeah, he's not as good as Josh Allen.
But bro, he went to the AFC championship game last year, bro.
That's
Josh
fine.
ain't went. Josh ain't go last year.
That's fine.
So you really not gonna pick the Ravens?
No.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I thought you. That's small.
What's a
G
shame
games,
about
bro.
that
That's
is I
crazy.
took the Dolphins
I know
in
I'm
the
just-
Bills matchup and
it's like,
didn't
that's
take this Ravens.
crazy. You got way better
That was
odds.
stupid.
Way
I just needed
better
some
chance.
action on Thursday night.
That's
That's why I
you
did
have
it.
a way better chance this game.
I agree, but I
Way
just
better chance, bro.
I got greedy. I wanted some action on Thursday night. Talked myself
Jeez.
into it, and went against my better judgment. That was a terrible pick by me.
I just can't
terrible.
believe you, man.
Dolphins on Monday Night Football, the first of the 2 Monday night games, 7:30.
I like the Titans.
Dolphins at home
I'll
-1.
take the Titans. I would definitely take the Titans. You told me I got to keep picking the Titans anyways, bro. So I pick the Titans.
I'm not picking the
I would for
Dolphins.
certain
So
pick the Titans, bro. Yep, I would definitely do that.
we're skipping that.
And I like Seattle. I'm just throwing it out there now.
Away at Lions.
I like Seattle.
Lions -3.5.
Lions are the way better team. You know this.
Yeah, I'm with you there too. I don't like that with Seattle getting points. I don't like some of these lines. Detroit at home though.
They tough to beat at the crib, man. And it's gonna be in prime time. And here they go doing the double. Why they keep doing the 2 Monday nights? I hate this, bro. It's making me.
Yeah, I'll do the Lions.
All right, fair enough. But why do you want to keep doing 2 games at the same day on time, bro? Start the Lions game after the Titans game ends. Why you want to make us have to choose?
Lions aren't playing as good as they were last year, but they're not playing that bad.
Lions are good, man. They're tough. Shout out to Kelvin Shepard. Shout out to
I'd take
Dan
that at
Quinn.
home.
I said Dan Quinn. Yeah. Shout out to Dan Quinn. Let me see.
I don't like that line. I wish it was 2.5 instead of 3.5.
I said Dan Quinn. Dan Campbell. God, dog. Shout out to Dan Campbell. Shout out to Antoine Randall L. I'm trying to think who else I know on the coach staff over there. We know a couple of guys over there. All right,
that's it.
All right, so Pittsburgh or Jaron Pittsburgh Steelers for life. Just to give you a recap. Your boy over here, Moats, he chose the Cowboys. Deke got the Giants. I got the Broncos. He got the Jets. I got the Falcons. He has the Saints. I have the Cardinals. He has the Commanders. I have the Chiefs. He has the Chargers only if Justin Herbert plays. Then after that, I have the Browns. He has the Raiders. And then last but certainly not least, they wrote that man off. He ain't wrote back yet. Give me Geno and the fighting Seahawks. He has the Lions. Shout out to you. And if y'all digging how we was doing it today, man, make sure I hit that like button one time for the culture and subscribe if you are new to the channel. We right on the back end of this thing.
Damn, I forgot Chargers don't have Derwin James.
Bro,
oh my God.
Man, you ain't tripping on that, bro. You are not tripping
Terrible
on that.
pick.
You are not tripping on that, man.
Terrible pick.
We got one super left. We ain't even going to think about it, man. It's all good. We get this last super, and these, you know what I'm saying, which is good, man. Unless you want to pick the Ravens.
All right. So you'll let me get out of that pick to pick the Ravens?
No, I just was asking like if you want to add the Ravens on. I just saying no.
No.
All right, just check.
No.
For sure. If you change your mind, just let me know.
What's the super? Because I don't see it.
Oh, all right. This
I might have
is
lost it.
Mason Nelson. Shout out to Mason one time for the culture. Says, out of the 3 guys needing extensions this year, I guarantee Naji will have the most production by far. I worry we end up like Saquon and the Giants. So for those that don't know, Saquon and the Giants.
So it's Naji, Cam, and Frymouth he's talking about?
Basically, yeah. Because those are the 3 that we're saying coming into the season. Yeah, but he's like the Saquon and the Giants situation, for those that don't know, was like, you know, Saquon super productive, had the whole year, and they basically hit him with no one's going to, you know, pay for him like that. And then he actually went out there and got a nice little deal. But it did seem like it was some spite behind him going to Philly. I think that's also what he said, too. So I guess in this analogy, Naji would go to like Baltimore or something.
You can't with Henry being there.
All right, he'll go to Cincinnati.
Yeah, that would be the team without a running back now. Or maybe even the Browns if Chubb can't get back.
True. Very true. Very true. Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Yeah,
though.
he probably
Yeah, I don't want
does
it to come to
have
that.
the best production out of the 3 because of how much he's getting the ball.
And because he's been a consistent producer of... Like, Cam is the outlier. Cam, the only reason Cam production dropped last year because he was hurt.
Well, I was going to say, it's going to be tough to compare. What's going to be the equivalent of Naji Harris's stats to a defensive lineman?
I'm like, is 8 sacks the equivalent to 1,000-yard rushing, the equivalent to 750 receiving yards?
Maybe not. That might even be better for an interior defensive lineman. It might be like 6 sacks.
6 sacks.
6 sacks for Hayward. I don't know how many tackles for losses you want to throw in there.
Right.
Yeah, it's tough to go apples for apples, but I could see them both making a Pro Bowl.
Backs.
You know what I mean?
Which would also make the number go up for Nash, which is a good thing for him.
Yeah, so far with Muth, he's going to be the bottom of the 3.
Why you feel like that, bro?
It's just how much we're getting the ball and stuff.
This is true.
I think he's having a solid year, though.
I think so.
Like he might end up around like 500 or 600.
I just wish we used him more down the grass versus as the true every play safety valve. but that's a part of Arthur Smith's approach. If it's too hot, Fields is gonna either running that football or Fields is looking tight ends. You know what I mean? And that's where you see Moose shine. If they give him single high, that's when he's taking the shots outside. But we don't send Moose down enough. Like, I want to see more of that. Now, we did have some attempts though. I thought in this past game, I know the throw you was talking about when it looked like Moose should have finished it right before the half. That was a heck of a throw. Anticipation by Fields and placement, tight window. I think Moose can finish that if he got that opportunity again. And I do think that Fields is going to give him those opportunities again. I think that type of stuff should help the production go up.
Yeah, what does that bump him up to maybe 50 yards
you know
last
what I
week
mean?
then?
Because I would have been like a 20-something yard. He also had the other 20-yarder called back.
Yeah.
I forgot what was that legal formation?
Yeah, was that the Cordell Patterson play?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he caught it to the flat, took it up, he got double digits.
He was talking some trash, threw the guy on the ground.
Mm-hmm. But it was just the illegal procedure, so it brought it back. So he's had multiples of those just, between that happening and the not finishing the catch, in that same game. That's another 30, 40 yards right there.
Right.
So, yeah, but that's the one I'm just like, let's just do that a little bit more. Because I think he's definitely capable of it too, man.
For sure.
All right. Well, it's about to be 7 o'clock. I think we done what we're supposed to do. Shout out to JPJ, Joey Porter Jr., man, taking some time to jump on the show with us. Definitely was a blast. Where you at this weekend? Where they gonna find you, Mr. Bleacher Report? You still rock starring it out? Yeah, let them know, man. There it is. So you know where he's at. Y'all know how we doing it over here, man. Let me think. Is there anything else? Nah, if you need an update, check out the website, arthurmoats.com. But either way, we appreciate you for tuning in. And don't forget to hit that like button one final time or subscribe if you are new. And stay safe out there. But until next time, baby.
Peace.